Who is John Galt? This question is the first sentence of Ayn Rand's famous novel Atlas Shrugged. This book, published on October 10th, 1957,
violence when, again, our young black
Most
boys,
crime committed by white people.
Our young black boys are not the violent ones in America, no matter how much they try to perpetrate it as that. Our young black men are moving forward. The majority of violent crimes that happen in America is 69% committed by white men.
And see,
so this whole idea that white people are safer than us is a lie, and is a fallacy that we got to stop. And this is a part of, for me, the black fatigue. Like literally, the FBI put out the stat. It's not me saying it. The FBI put out the stat. 69% of all violent crimes are done by white men.
Yep.
So
and not only that,
we got to stop allowing people to put the jacket on our young black men that all these black violence when.
I mean, we need training. Black people need to be trained and taught about economics.
And we talk about investing, but doesn't investing, where does it start? What's the catalyst of 2053 being a thing, man? Can we change it or is it over? This is fantastic. I read up on it briefly.
John Galt is right. It's over. It's over, man.
I think he's right. I think
it's over, man.
Yeah. There's no pulling back from this because for every
I cannot get over that graduation, that crazy graduation where that young woman did a full back handspring. I cannot get over how hilarious that entire situation is. So, as many of you know, John Galt is interviewing the one, the only Outlaw lead pastor, James David Manning. And I have scheduled a live. John will be joining shortly. He's actually on the train right now, heading to Pastor Manning's church. So I went ahead, started this live as an open panel for interview questions. And I wanted to make sure everyone is familiar with Pastor Manning. Give me one moment.
Anything. Praise the Lord. Let me tell you something about niggas. Now, this is not racist or anything. Praise the Lord. But Satan used an African man and a white trash woman to give birth to this wicked spirit called Barack Hussein Obama. Barack's father did what 70% of all black men do: run off and leave and don't support. He is not black. He's white trash. He's white trash. Barack Hussein Obama is white trash. I hate Barack Hussein Obama, who is nothing but a long-legged devil right out of the pit of hell. And if you don't mind my saying it, Jesus hates him too. You got children you haven't taken care of. And if you can't take care of your own children, how can you then say you're ready to choose a president to take care of the nation? I'm not responsible for it. I'm just trying to show you how no good you are. And yet you want to talk about choosing a black man to be your president. You have no honor. You have no honor. You make babies like Aunt Jemima makes biscuits. Now get angry about that. So I got news for you about niggas. The way they turned on Bill for Barack, I don't have to worry about them being against me. They'll come on back. They're fickle. They're not committed to anything. And if they commit to something, you can't trust them. They don't stay with anything very long. So if they mad with me now, y'all be glad with me tomorrow. All I got to do is get some government cheese and run through 3 government programs through here. And I do declare every nigga in Harlem will be coming to this church for the government program, and I know it. And I know it's the truth. Thank you, Elder, but I know it's the truth. Worry about these folks being upset with you. I know y'all's behavior. That's right. That's who they are. That's who they are. Obama. That's who they're saying now. Obama. This Barack Hussein Obama is being catapulted into the position where he's at right now, not because of his character, but because of the color of his skin. This is anti-Dr. King. I said this is blatant racism. It is destroying the dream. It is anti-Dr. King. You don't know nothing about the man's character, and that's what you know is not good, but you know that he's black, and that's all you want to know. And so when we talk about his wife, Michelle Obama looks like King Kong's baby sister. That woman's not beautiful. I mean, first of all, her upper lip looks like she's smelling her upper lip, and then the bottom one looks like she got a dip of snuff in it. That's about the ugliest woman. I mean, if Whoopi Goldberg and Michelle Obama were in a beauty contest, Whoopi would win. I mean, but what's this business about how beautiful she is? Plus of all, she's a big old Amazon woman. I'm a man, I'm 6'2", 225, 240 pounds myself, but I wouldn't be caught dead with a woman that big. Barack's out there in Honolulu trying to convince Michelle to fist bump Obama. By the way, if my wife, Elizabeth here, y'all see her, if this woman you see here, seated as my wife, ever greeted me with a fist bump, I'd give her a left hook. What's this business with Michelle giving everybody the old fist bump? What is she, some running back for the Chicago Bears? What's going on with that? I'm ashamed to be a black man in America. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of you. I beg you, don't do this thing. Don't do this thing. Don't give America over to the Negro. When you pull that lever, those of y'all across America, you're not going to be deciding between a black man and a white woman. You're going to be deciding between a white woman and white trash. As I watch this parade of this emissary, this ambassador from hell himself called Barack Hussein Obama, got y'all in a trance. Not even Jesus is as popular as Barack is. The Pope was here in April and he only got a few people, but Barack gets everybody. Well, let me repeat that. He gets all of y'all. There's one man standing. He's James David Manning, and I'm not going to bow down. All Barack Hussein Obama needs is a mustache. That's all he needs, and an outstretched right arm. And we are repeating history all over again. All over again. All the Jewish nation said, give us Barabbas. Give us Barabbas. But what must I do with Jesus? They said, crucify him. Crucify him. Give us Barabbas. Give us Barabbas. Give us Barabbas. Crucify Manning. But it was a grave mistake. It was the biggest mistake they've ever made. Give us Barack. You say, crucify Manning. Every time you go and buy a loaf of bread and you see the price has gone higher than it was yesterday, don't curse the grocer, say, damn Barack. Every time you pull up to the service station and the gas is going to cost you a day's salary, almost a 2 days salary to fill up your tank, don't curse the service station man, say damn Barack. Obama's mama was trash. Obama mama got pregnant with him out of wedlock, that's right. And Obama's mama was only 17 years old. when she got knocked up by that African over there in Kenya. And the difference between Obama's mama and Bristol Palin is that Obama's mama was trash. I mean, she was dirt. She was a bag of trash sitting on the sidewalk, waiting there in Honolulu on one of those streets for the garbage truck to come by and pick her up and take her to the dump. Rather than the garbage truck coming by, a man named Barack Obama Sr. from Kenya. The man was a pathetic loser, couldn't keep a job, knocking up women all over the Kenyan village of Africa. That's Obama's father. Well, he knocked up Obama's mama when she was 17. The only kind of white woman that would take up with a black man back in the 50s and the 60s was a trashy white woman. The only kind of white woman that would take up with a black man in the 50s and the 60s was a sloozy, was a floozy, was a low-life snail-eating white woman. That's the kind of woman that Obama's mama was, and that's what my mama told me. And if you don't like it, go tell my mama that you don't like it. We need to determine if Jeremiah Wright can believe that AIDS was created in a test tube, is Barack Hussein Mohammed Obama, has he been altered? Has this man's temperament been medically and scientifically altered? This brother, this man, this whatever he is, android, does not have the normal blood running through his veins. You got Condoleezza Rice as the Secretary of State running around as a black woman. I don't hear any of the black commentators or these black people and non-child support fathers praising Condoleezza. So it isn't about blackness. It's about ignorance with you. It isn't about blackness because you be talking about Colin Powell. And until you do that, don't talk to me about that white trash called Barack Hussein Obama. I've been fighting this war and will continue to fight it. Barack Hussein Obama is white trash. You pimp, you. Obama is a Mac daddy. Obama pimps white women and black women. Obama, he's a Mac daddy. He pimps white women and black women. Obama is a long-legged Mac daddy. I haven't trashed him. I haven't trashed Obama. His African in-heat father went a-whoring after a trashy white woman. He was born trash. I said he was born trash. I didn't trash him. I'm speaking the truth about him. This long-legged freak called Obama, you hypocrite you. You spineless, you know what? You don't have enough sense to poke piss out of a boot, and you're talking about Obama as your president. You're despicable. They're pimps and players. Black men, that's who they are. Black women are player lovers. The future of you African and African-American people is in my mouth. It's not in your hand, it's in my mouth. And I don't have to compromise with not one of you nappy-head people. If I don't stand up, I'm your last hope. I'm your last hope. After me, there'll be no hope. Farrakhan didn't get it for you. Barack is an emissary of the devil. I'm your last hope. Use these measures against that long-legged Mac Daddy called Barack Hussein Obama and his entourage of haters of God, haters of the Lord Jesus Christ, haters of the American way, haters of the great American state. They are haters, I tell you, of the good of God, and they must be stopped, and they must be stopped now. It is the collard green revolt all over America who say they hate me now, and these young black folk like some of y'all who are against me because I call Barack Obama trash. First of all, your daddy probably didn't marry your mama. What a bunch of fools y'all are. What a bunch of King Kong Godzilla gorillas. Yeah, you are hung low. You look just like King Kong, his brothers and his cousin. I heard there's only 700 of y'all left over there in Rwanda. Hung low, you better go join the crowd so you can use your education and you're hung low to make more gorillas over there in Rwanda. You are wicked. You are wicked. I'm talking about black people. They need Mr. Obama's signature for the next murder to take place, for the next rape to take place, for the next genocide to take place, for the next abortion to take place. It needs the signature of Mr. Obama. Y'all are a despicable, despisable group. You are wicked, incorrigible people. You black people, you are cursed and incorrigible. Next time you see one of those rallies with Obama and all those young black men standing there and behind Barack, grinning for the camera, every time you see 3 of them, 2 of them are not paying child support. So I'm here today to tell you, when I got saved from being an African American. Don't call me that. It's not what I am. Now you can be what all you want, but I'm not an African American. I no longer am an African American. Don't call me. Don't expect me to act like you. I'm not one of you. No. Not only am I not an African American, but I'm not a black man. Don't call me that either. Don't you call me a black man, because I'm not. There was a black man. Yeah. I don't want to be a black man. I don't want to be a nigga either, but I don't want to be a black man. I don't want to be African American. I don't want to be one of y'all. And all the black pundits blaming George Bush. Bush ain't had nothing to do with the fact how wicked y'all are, killing one another. People are trying to survive, and they can't even lay down without being raped by some old no good, low life black man. You despicable group of people, you African, you Jesse Jackson, you process head Al Sharpton, you are despicable. I'd rather be dead than to continue to live and call myself a black man. I'd rather die. Death is welcome, rather than to call myself you spineless black man. I don't want to be one of you. I don't want to be one of you weak men, weak people. Oh, Lord, have mercy. And that's how black men see themselves. They think they are the pride of the universe when it comes to sexuality. They strut around, we don't need a job. We got a job between our legs. We don't need a bank account. We got a bank account between our legs. Yeah, that's how black men think. Oh, yeah, daughters, that's how they think. You know, we got a whole lot of black men that ain't nothing but cowards. They're just sick to your stomach when you look at a black man. You need help. You need prayer.
Everyone, thank you for coming today. That was a trip down memory lane. I personally have been listening to Pastor Manning basically since college. And he just never skips. And we've had some great questions so far. Thank you, BD. Yes, his thoughts on Epstein. I know I want to hear his thoughts for the new New York City Mayor, Mamdani. And also, you had another great question. Let's see. How he feels about Trump. That is a great question. How he feels about Trump. And also, everyone, hey, Latino. Everybody, make sure, as always, to subscribe to Latino for Trump. Let's talk about 1212. We have the link right there in the chat.
Thank you.
Absolutely, good sir. Make sure everyone is subscribed. Latino pregame for the interview.
Yes.
Just wrapped up his live.
Pregame.
Had to go ahead and pick it up, continue. It's
right.
Friday, getting to work. We're all wrapping up for the end of the year. So let's go ahead and get ready for this interview, 3 p.m. Eastern. We have a few questions. Latino, do you happen to have any questions yourself?
Yeah, so I was watching him, and he was stating that Barack Obama, right? Basically, listen, all right, because I'm like, he got me thinking, and I'm like, yo, he might be right. He said his mom is white. His dad is from Kenya.
Right.
How in the hell is he African American? So when all these African Americans were voting for him, he's saying, "Oh, he's one of ours or whatever." How is he really if he has no American lineage that traces to black people because his mom is white?
I actually asked that question, and from what I was told is that, he's a brother. He's from 3 p.m. Yeti. He's he's from Chicago. Yeah.
That's what Pastor Manny said. So I'm like, that kind of makes sense, man. Because I mean, isn't this the whole argument with the tethers?
I know.
Right. So I'm like, it blew up my mind right there.
I think the expectations that were expected or from Obama really did not come into fruition. So a lot of people have been pushing back on Obama and just like everyone as a whole, because it was, everything was cool back in the day, and he's from Chicago. He has that energy, he's a brother, he's Chi-Town, but I mean, we all saw what happened. And also he has a black wife. Michelle's a black woman. She's Black American. So
Whoopi Goldberg looks better than Michelle Obama.
That was so funny. Oh my goodness. So the fact is, he did marry a black woman, because I do remember a black woman mentioning the fact that Michelle is a black woman, like her hair texture, that's very particular, that matters. Like the fact that that Obama could have married like a light-skinned girl or a girl with the hair texture, but he married a black woman. He married a black woman whose hair is naturally an afro. She's she's a melanated woman. She's tall. She's from here. He could have married anybody, but he chose a black woman. So that does matter. That does count, because like Obama is black, like he's black, but his wife is black. So even though Obama technically is biracial and he does come from a white woman, from a white family's household, Obama is black. And he identifies as black. Like he doesn't see himself.
Yeah,
like
but the point that he was making was
his point's well made.
His mom is American.
Right. Yes. Right. And there's something else that's important to notice. He carries his father's name. He's not carrying Barry Soetoro.
He didn't come from a black womb.
He didn't, and he does carry his black African.
You know what I'm saying? Then if he would have came from a black womb, he would have been the first black president.
Right. That's true. But the fact is that he is the man, and that his father is a black man, a black African man. And like his father is black, of course. And his dad his dad basically left the whole family to go to Harvard. He got into Harvard and he bolted. And his mother didn't want to leave Hawaii. So it's like he put Harvard before everything. But Obama had a relationship with his dad, but like his dad's not going to just take him, I can't just take this kid with me to Harvard. You stay here. So
this is blasphemy. Blasphemy, I tell you.
So we have, how do you feel about Trump? How do you feel about Epstein? Let's see, what other questions? I do wonder his present feelings for Obama now.
You seen the clip when he was giving he was speaking on the podium, and he was like, "Look at that! That's my woman right there. That's my wife. If she ever came up and gave me a fist bump,
that was so
I would
funny.
knock her out right there where she's standing." Like, oh, this motherfucker, bro.
I do wonder how he won, like Pastor Manning, where he feels Black people are today. Do you feel Black people are in a worse spot?
Oh, sister, you asked a good question. ain't nothing they gonna do now. They need to go back on chains. This is like probably say something like that. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I don't agree with most of the shit he says. I just find it entertaining, dude.
Also, Pastor Manning has the breakfast program and the school. How does he feel about the current literacy rates amongst Americans as a whole? Because literacy rates are low and very concerning, according to many news articles such as PBS. Also Mamdani. So how are you like Latino? You're right there in the Northeast. I mean, you're not, but you're in a border state, literally. You're in the New York border state. So how do you feel about Mamdani?
Yeah, I'm afraid that this look, I don't know if you heard, this is another lady in what is it, Portland or some shit in Oregon. She won some mayor race. She's another libtard. And then we got a guy in Michigan. And all this shit is just starting trends, man. You feel me? And I feel like these people are put in place because they know that the Democratic Party doesn't have that leverage anymore with these old people or the people that are there now. So they're just trying to get the youth rattled up because you have to understand. And the first time in these elections, the Republicans gain a whole bunch in youth, and that scares the shit out of the Democrats because they always had the youth. So that's what I'd be thinking sometimes. I'm like, I think these people are just put in place, bro, because to get the youth vote. What you think? Are you there, Ponder?
I'm here. I'm just thinking about what you said, Latino, because he received over 50% of the vote in a 3-man race. He received over 50%. That's why I was just thinking about what you said. Like what's going on? Because Latino, as you understand, what happens in New York spreads to the rest of the country. So it's almost as if it's a referendum that Mamdani won. And Mamdani's background is, I mean, it's even more diverse than Obama's. Like, think about Obama. Mamdani has only been, we all hear like people complaining Obama wasn't born here, he wasn't born here. But let's just say, for argument's sake, Obama born in Hawaii. Okay, fine. Mamdani himself has only been a citizen for 6 years. He's Indian, he's Muslim. Obama, I personally think is an atheist. I don't even think he's Christian. I do think he's an atheist. But you can't say that out loud. But Mamdani is a very vocal Muslim, born in Uganda. His middle name is Kwame, and he's like a former like Afro rapper. Like, it's wow. And he won a 3-man, actually, technically, it was a 4-man race because Adams was still in the running. So he beat 3 other people and he still won over 50% of the vote. Wow. Like, it's just like I'm just Latino. I mean, you're there. Like, where do you think the country is going? Where do you think how the midterms is going to turn out? Yeah, go ahead.
You also have to put in perspective, like, there might be a person like you and I that might vote against him, right? If we lived in New York, right? But out of each one of us, there's 5 others that are voting for him because, you know, he is promising you a whole bunch of free shit. You can't compete with that.
Right. I remember, BD, I remember what you said, BD, like a few months ago, I think, or a few weeks ago. You said that Mamdani was looking to bring back subsidized housing or rent-controlled housing. I remember you said that, BD.
Oh, there's a war right now between him and the governor right now. Like,
There's the war.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that he
Rachel? Is that
wants
her
that
name?
she's saying that it's only going to harm New York because the rich are going to end up leaving.
Okay, great. Okay, BD, thank you. See, that's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you, Bernie of Arabia. You all are too much. Stop. You all are too much. Stop that, Bernie of Arabia. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Latino. What okay, I just don't believe that New Yorkers are going to leave New York. You all do not leave. I have had the opportunity to work with a lot of New Yorkers.
Not a regular New Yorker.
But you all always return back. New Yorkers always go back to the city. They just leave, they make some money, and then they go right back. Or New Yorkers leave because, of their children, or they just want to, have the opportunity to drive, have a garage and drive on the highway. But once their kids graduate high school, New Yorkers head back. New Yorkers head back.
Yeah, when there's a
That's
different tax bracket, you know what I'm saying? But if business can't produce, let's say, what would be the point of them staying? I mean, this is why a lot of businesses left Oakland and places like that, because I mean,
let me share something with you, because I don't think you understand this because of where you live, and you live in a college city. You live in a city where the greatest schools in the world reside and have resided for almost like 300 years now. Literally, you live in a city where you have universities that are older than the United States. I
believe we had the first police force.
Yeah, the first of everything. And then on top of that, you're also close to PA, and PA is, Philadelphia, the first capital. Okay, so, I will. You got it, Master Kim. So the reason I bring this up is here's the thing. When you leave the Northeast, these people are dumb, Latino. There is such a difference when it comes to education and the ability to work. Once you leave the Northeast, I don't think you've actually worked in the South. It's a very different environment.
Oh no, they come back. I moved to the South, and what? No.
Yeah, Moxie also mentioned that she has spent some time in Florida. Now look where Moxie lives, and Moxie's New Yorker. And it's only a matter
I'm so used to the city.
BD's gonna head back to New York too. BD, I know you're gonna be back in the city. I know you are. BD, you're going back. BD, you're like New Yorker's child. You're a child of the city. You're a child of New York. You remember 9/11. You lived through 9/11. I don't see you staying outside of the city very much longer. Hey, Free Zone. Master Kim, what say you?
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Hey,
what's up, Kim?
keeping with the holiday season, I would love to formally accuse the John Galt show of some low-level racism. And let me start my case. So I sent a very poetic text in the chat earlier about goon, that you get the goon face, a white woman's face, up to 3 times before she involves the police. And no one, you didn't put it up on your banner. And just for those that don't know what a goon face is, someone on the East Coast know what a goon face is. A Latino, you know what a goon face is, right?
A what?
A goon face.
A goon face? No.
Like you grab a woman's face, like you mush it.
Oh, you mean muffing a woman's face?
Yeah, like mush.
Yeah.
We call that a mush.
It's called a goon face as well. In Detroit, we call it a goon face.
Jesus Christ, Master Kim.
Yeah, and you didn't put it up there. If you could put that up there, it's
where? Let me find it. I call it muffing. Like you muffed it.
I call it a mush.
Let's see. I don't see it, Master Kim. Let me find it.
Oh, unless the chat, you know how they police it? The algorithm.
Master Kim, may you put it in the back chat? I'll pull it up.
I put it in the regular chat.
So in the group chat. And
I forgot that in the regular YouTube chat, and I forgot that the algorithm stopped belligerent Texas. So my bad.
Oh, that may be why.
So let me undo my racist comment. I was saying the positive comment. Also, the text went like, "Hey, Pat Manning was dogging out white women. I'm here. That's not fair. White women will allow you to goon face them 3 times before the police get involved, and that was it. So my apologies.
No worries.
I should not accuse this show of being racist so close to the holidays.
We're
Sorry.
about to enter Thanksgiving, Master Kim. Come
Yes,
on.
good old fashioned racism. You know,
Okay,
remember
yeah,
that
look at yeah, go
Sadiq
ahead. Yeah,
Khan,
Master
remember
Kim.
Sadiq Khan in London, right? He's pro, I mean, Sharia law and helping grow the Muslim faith. So these guys are obligated. Keep in mind, not all of them, but all of them have very low respect for us kafirs, Christians. We drink, we play lottery. You know, we you know, we fuck people without getting married and stuff. That they think we're all imbeciles for the most part. So, you know, now this guy's the mayor of New York, and his job is to grow the Muslim faith and to be the mayor, right? But it is the backdrop is forever to grow the Muslim faith, and that's an absolute fact. I mean, I don't have a problem with that, you know. So don't show up on my doorstep trying to behead me. But you know, you know, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah,
I just
Hamzel.
alhamdulillah, yallah habibi, yallah habibi.
because that's what's happening in the South. Speaking about the South, a lot of people don't return cheaper land down south. Master Kim, I don't know if you know, in Texas,
I
they
was
were
going to
trying
mention that
build.
just now.
Thank you, Latino for Trump. They were looking to build like a whole like Muslim, basically a city. I kid you not, like zoning for a Muslim city where they were going to practice Sharia law. And in Texas, and you know they did not allow that. They shut that down. And
Yes, they did.
Governor Abbott got involved and he shut it down.
And now, I'm sorry, Ponder, but now
Yeah, no, go ahead, Latino.
People are asking the question, why, if that could happen, right? Now they're saying, all right, then how was it possible that things like APAC could exist if we can be allowed to do these type of things? You get what I'm saying? They're trying to make the comparison. Does that make sense?
Kind of. So, trolls, stop it. United Texas Emirates, will you stop? Live chat, can you all exhibit some chill? It's Friday. Some chill. So just try. Look at you all in the chat. So Latino, so are you asking why APAC cannot receive that type of scrutiny like how we are?
Yeah. Basically, that's what they're stating. It's like, how is it possible that us buying land, it's a problem when based off, they're using the religion aspect of it, saying that because it's, the religion, there shouldn't be no discrimination against that because it's constitutional. But I would argue that and say, if we're going to use the religion aspect of it, I would sit here and say, wouldn't it be based off the Christian faith? I mean, that's a totally different argument, but they are trying to make the comparison that it's like, okay, how is it possible that these foreign entities could do this, but we can't? That's the argument. It's like, how is this fair? Basically, that's what I was hearing. I'm like, how you make the comparison to that? I don't know, but I kind of get what they're trying to say, but not really.
Let's go ahead and play this real quickly so people can see what we're talking about. Hey, BD, give me one quick second. BD, I want to share something as to what was stopped in Texas because Latino, you made a really good point. Let me pull this up real quickly.
What happened?
I'm going to pull up right there in Texas, the Muslim
what
city.
Up, BD?
So-called Sharia.
How you doing, bro?
Rabbit on House Bill 4211 in McKinney. Lawmakers passed it to specifically target Epic City, a planned mixed-use development near the town of Josephine. The governor claims anyone who bought a lot in Epic City would be required to follow Sharia law, making it a Muslims-only neighborhood. But an attorney says Abbott is lying in singling out Epic City. He says while it does include a mosque, the clinics, shops, apartments, and 1,000 homes are open to anyone consistent with Texas law. Now, the Justice Department officially closed its investigation into Epic City this summer. And right now, it's not clear if this law prevents the project from moving forward.
I just wanted to go ahead and share that because so the DOJ stopped their investigation. However, we all know what's going to happen. You cannot do that in Texas. And I just mentioned that we have a number of people move to Texas. BD, I know you moved to the South, and what you can get away in New York doesn't translate here to the South. They will never allow any corner of Texas that is only subject to Sharia law. It's so that just if you gentlemen, go ahead, please provide feedback given the video. Yeah, Abbott will not allow it. Abbott shut it down.
Okay,
Yeah.
now I just came up here to dispel a couple of myths. One,
Okay, go ahead.
Mop Donnie, he's not thinking about nobody's Sharia law. That's not what he ran on. He didn't run on nothing religious. He ran on free stuff, and more importantly, he ran on rent stabilization. That's what put him over the top. Because in New York City, if you're not making 90 to 100K, you can't live by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You paying $2,500, $3,000 for a studio. A lot of places in New York City, you got 4 or 5 people sharing a 1-2 bedroom just because they can't afford to pay the rent. That's what put Mob Donnie over the top, was the rent stuff. When he started talking about rent freezes and rent stabilizations, because I know I don't mean to bore you, but we got to go all the way back to a guy named David Dinkins.
No, take it back, BD. Take it all the way back.
David Dinkins was the guy who established the rent stabilization, right? And the people who were on the rent stabilization were grandfathered in. When Giuliani came, he cut that program. So when Giuliani cut the rent stabilization program, all the rent started going up exponentially, and they never stopped going up. And this has been the pattern for the past 35 years. My first apartment in New York, I want to say 1995, I was paying $650. That same apartment now is probably $3,000. You understand? That's like a 500, 600% increase. Can't nobody afford that. So when he start talking that rent stabilization and rent freezes, that resonated with a lot of people because people are tired of paying $3,000 to live in a box.
Now, wouldn't you say that rent increase?
I mean, after Giuliani and he killed the rent stabilization program, people just started, price gouging, basically charging insane amount rents for apartments that weren't worth that kind of rent. Nobody should pay $2,000 for a studio in the hood. Now I understand you paying $2,000 and you living on the Upper East Side or in downtown Manhattan, Wall Street, and all that. I get that. But you paying $2,000 to live in Co-op City, to live in Brownsville with all of the niggas in a box? You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody trying to hear that. And people are tired of that. And that's why you had all of this mass exodus out of New York. And you start seeing all these New Yorkers go to Texas, go to Georgia, go to Florida, not because they wanted particularly to move down south, is because they couldn't afford the rent up there anymore. And down south is just cheaper. People were thinking about their pocketbooks. They weren't thinking about, oh, I just want to leave. I left New York. It wasn't because of the rent. I left New York because my son wanted to play football. And wasn't no football in New York City.
So in Texas, right, when that started happening, that people started leaving California, New York.
Do you all mind if I answer this question? How hard is it to evict someone in New York? It is incredibly difficult.
It is. But here's the thing. Once the marshals come, it's a wrap.
Right. That's rent. But also, Daniel, I want to touch on those who are owners. If you are an owner in New York, foreclosure in New York is incredibly difficult. Incredibly difficult. So that again goes to the benefits of being an owner across the board. And that was before the 2008 crisis. Even to evict anyone or run foreclosure, then eviction. It was very difficult in New York, even before the 2008 crisis. Now it's even harder. So if you are a New Yorker, if you get into New York, you do want to own because you have protections as an owner. You have protections across the board in the United States post 2008. There are new laws to protect the homeowner, but in New York, it's even like supersized. So I just want to touch on.
But Ponder, wouldn't you say that the price increase is due to the flux of immigration? Because this is the thing.
Yeah,
This is
in
the
New
thing
York,
in Texas, right? All those people that started migrating to Texas from California and New York, at the time they were finding it to be, cheap. But now for the newcomers, it's now starting to get expensive for that simple reason that more people are starting to move into certain areas. So wouldn't you say that that's caused to that? So it's like,
yeah, Latino, not just what you said, but also just population increase. And we also need to take into account when BD moved, BD, you were a young fellow, in the 90s, you're a young fellow. I remember you told me about your background. I mean, you're a young guy back then. But look at what has occurred since, let's just say 2001 BD. We have a whole new economy. We have a whole social media, the internet, e-commerce, which we really didn't have in the 90s, has now brought so much money and population growth to New York. New York is a tech capital. It is a tech hub. So more people are moving to New York, BD. Also, BD, remember, because you're from New York, what you don't really know is that for the rest of us, New York was always like that goal. New York, moving to New York, starting your life, your career, being famous, going to college, New York. So there's always going to be influx of people just moving to New York. Now with immigration, which has just skyrocketed, what you said, Latino, look where you are, Latino. You're going to have an influx population just off your schools alone. Never mind the business. What occurs? That is where you are, Latino, is first off, it's a huge financial hotbed. That's financial services just in and of itself, where you live, Latino. Never mind the schools. Never mind just a lot of the startups are in your area. So you both live in high tax areas. You both do. But that's where all the action is. And everyone is moving there. So you have people who will move where the two of you live, who can afford to live there because they're bringing knowledge and they're going to school. And many people know, hey, I have a family. I'm just speaking from my own personal experience. I know people, they are not leaving where the two of you are. They're not going to leave. They'll leave for a few years, but they don't like the South and they go right back to the Northeast. I know a family, the father, Latino, the father is a teacher. He taught in Texas for a little while. After 3 years, he packed everyone back up and moved right back to Massachusetts. And now his kids are in a charter school. Like, he's not leaving. Like, people do not want to leave. And I'm speaking about people who are formerly from the Northeast. Like, he was born in Manhattan back in the 60s. So he's a New Yorker, he's born in Manhattan. But they don't you all don't like leaving. You all just don't want to leave. You don't.
Most people don't want to leave, but certain circumstances sometimes force people here. And I know for me personally, I wasn't forced.
Football. You wanted football. You want force.
My son. Listen, I had a 6'3", 250-pound ninth grader.
He can't
that wasn't trying to play no basketball.
Where would you fit him? Where would he fit? New York is too small for him. Where you are now, BD, he can stretch out. Your child needs to stretch out. Your child needs to eat. He needs sunshine. And of course, he's in the perfect place where he is now.
I was trying to make
my son grown man now. So, but when I moved down here, it was 2012 when I moved down here when he was in the 9th grade. Like, my son 33, my other son 28. You understand what I'm saying? So I gave them the opportunity to play some football. That's why I moved down here. Not because I wanted to leave. I was doing good, Ponta. I was working on the AMX
I know
floor.
you were doing good. I know you were doing good.
You understand what I'm saying? So
you told me
I was in the financial sector. I was a yellow jacket.
You were a yellow jacket. That's what I was wondering.
So
But
it's
when
not
you said
that I was
football,
struggling at all.
Like when you said football, okay, that makes total complete sense. Like when you said that, okay, I get it now. Like I get it, of course. And many people are going to get it too. Plus you have 6'3". No, I can't keep him in New York. I mean, he needs to eat he needs to eat, he needs sunshine, he needs football. Like, see, I would do the same thing too. I would literally have done the exact same thing. And Atlanta and where you are it's a good place. Like you have the airport and it's not even that far from New York. And
Ponder.
it's a good place.
The point I was trying to make earlier is that
Yes,
it comes full circle with New York.
Yeah.
We had the liberals let the migrants come in and they took care of them. And now we're going to have a liberal drop the prices on rent when in reality it was their fault to begin with. It's really disgusting.
Okay. Okay. So I'm assuming Latino, you're referring to Biden.
But it didn't matter because look what Madami also says about the migrants. So he goes that you guys can't come in here and don't be taking them away or anything. How is that going to help drop the prices or him stabilize the rent if this is the causation of goddamn rent going up?
But okay, there's something that
it just doesn't make any sense. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, but Latino, did not Cuomo say that New York, NYC is going to be an elite city?
It's always been an elite city. It's never not been an elite city.
Right. But what I mean is like what I mean is what Cuomo meant, where he basically meant that only elites would be able to afford New York. Like it wouldn't be like before where you would have, of course, BD is New York, of course it's elite. But I mean, it's like you could still have like a family where you could still have it be under 75,000. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, nah, that them days over. Them days long over.
See, that's what I'm referring to.
And that's what Mop Donnie. I kept saying Mom Donnie. I have a hard time pronouncing his name for some reason. Zohan. I'll just call him by his first name, Zohan.
His middle name is Kwame.
When he started talking about rent stabilization and rent freezes, he appealed to a lot of young people because the young people are having a really hard time out there trying to afford these $2,500, $3,000 rent. Listen, I went last year when I went up there in my mother apartment building, I seen a 1-bedroom being shared by 6 college students, 6 of them crammed in a 1-bedroom apartment, paying $3,000. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, it take 500 times 6. You need 6 people to pay 1 rent, and that's not counting utilities, right? That's not counting light, gas, transportation, and all that's separate. That's just the rent, $3,000, and just rent. You still got to eat, right? So like it's a mess, and they do need to do something about the rent because it's not tenable when you got to make 6 figures just to be able to live on your own. That doesn't make sense to me.
Let's think about this though, BG. You can live in New York because of your background. You have the skills to live in New York. You could be in New York right now.
I could. Absolutely. And I'd be right back on the AMX floor and I'd be chilling.
Thank you. You're a New Yorker. New Yorkers, like I remember when you were speaking about yourself, I was like, yeah, New Yorkers take really good care of their students because where you started as a yellow jacket, the rest of us, we would need a college degree, but you were able to start fresh as a high schooler because you're a New Yorker.
It was my first job out of high school. I started interning while I was in high school.
That doesn't happen to the rest of us. Like
when I got out of high school, I got right in the door.
Exactly.
And I'm not gonna lie, being on the AMX floor, it teaches you about finance, yes, but it teaches you about life. Like this is why I can mess with John Galt, even though I don't agree with him when it comes to his niggerdom and how he likes to put all black people in the same box. You understand what I'm saying? But the financial sector, when you start messing with that, you see how these white people do. These white people, they know how to play with money. And black folks don't know how to play with money. Black folks know how to spend money, but they don't know how to play with it. You understand what I'm saying? These white folks, they know how to play with money and make the
So
money
let's
work
think
for
about
them.
that. Let's think about that. You're here in a city where you have a level of access nobody else has. Like, I'm familiar with Manhattan College. I'm familiar with Baruch College. Baruch College has like the best back office program in the country. Back office. And it's a community college. You all, and there's so much I can say about my own experience. And I'm like, I guess like a New York tether. Like, I worked there. I've gone to school there, but I'm not from there. I've just received the benefits, and I've seen, wow, there's a lot of support, not just for immigrants and men, but also women. Like, if you really want to hustle and work, you can do well in New York.
Yeah,
Like,
you can.
you really can do well if you're willing to sit down, learn to read, study, go to work. Like, if I was a single mother, I would still have support to achieve and live my dreams in New York.
No, don't be a single mom.
No, I don't. No. I'm just being hypothetically. No, I don't want to be. I'm just saying. I just saw a lot of great programs that really supported women when I was there in New York.
There are programs
Really,
there
really
they
great
love the
programs.
women. And
Yeah, they do. They
and
do.
on top of that, you can make a fistful of money in New York City.
As a woman, yes, as a woman you can. And not just BD, Latino, like the best experience I ever had with women was in New York, was in Boston. Like, I can just be myself. I could just easily be myself. I didn't have to explain who I am or where I'm from. And I'm not even from there. But there's just something about how, like, the professional, educated New York woman is just embraced. And people want you to be professional, be educated, regardless of your background. Even if you are a single mom, if you need help to get into an education program, oh yeah, we have it here for you. Like, we have it here for you. I remember I was
Shout
at
out to the
LaGuardia.
single mothers.
No, yes, shout out to them, because you work so hard. But if you want to go to law school, you have CUNY, you have SUNY, which are great programs. Like, everything, even
I'm gonna tell you the one thing New York don't have though, that's great, and that's child care programs. You don't have a bunch of those. You would think you would have a whole bunch of daycares and child cares in New York City, but you don't have a whole bunch of daycares and child cares in New York City. Not anymore. People are scared to leave their kids with strangers now.
Because, yeah, I can see that point. Like, most people, like, I think that also has to do with New York being such an immigrant, having such a large immigrant population, where you have a lot of the immigrants are like, you have mom, dad, grandma, grandpa. So you have somebody who's there at home watching small children. But once a child becomes school age, then you have access to these great New York schools. You know that one school, BD, that you mentioned, Stuyvesant? There's one school you mentioned.
Stuyvesant. That's my high school that I went to.
Yes.
Stuyvesant.
Okay, that school is so amazing and so incredible, because I actually knew the girl who won the FIT spelling bee. I'm sorry, the script spelling bee, and she was like the first public school kid.
Yeah, well, you know, Stuyvesant, Bronx Science, Brooklyn Tech, those were specialized high schools.
That's an incredible school, and I'm here at like the best private school in this where I grew up. The best, I mean, where George Bush sent his daughters, the best school. But I'm here with, oh, this is just public school, like public school kids.
It was a public school, but my public school was a damn good one. It was a damn good one.
That's my point. It's that your schools are so elite. They're the equivalent of private schools in the South. I never even met public school kids until I went to New York because of the program that I was in. And there were all these public school kids. I was like, wow. And they were just like on top of everything and like awesome. And like, you know, and they got to wear like, you know, no uniform. Like we had to wear, oh, here comes the periods. Like I'm there like in a uniform because I was representing my school.
What do you mean the South and the North? There's only one place for football. The University of Southern California. 11 national championships, 13 perfect seasons. 8 Heisman Trophy winners, 548 NFL draft picks, 18 Hall of Famers, and the greatest bowl winning percentage of any college football program.
Imperious, I gotta switch gears. I have to bring up something to you right now. I'm going to piss you off, but I have to mention this. So you know that Kim Kardashian took the bar exam.
He failed it and failed 3 times.
Right.
She failed horribly, but she didn't really
Oh, 4.
study.
This is the 4th time. My bad. My bad.
She didn't really study. So I wanted to just talk to you about that because just to give you some background, my brother.
I'm sorry, but she said it's hard for a woman.
No, okay, it's not hard for a woman. Well, I mean, it's hard, but when it comes to California State Bar, Imperious, give me like a quick few seconds. My brother, it took him 3 tries, but my brother did not go to law school in California. He went to another Jesuit school out of state, but he wanted to practice in California. It still took him 3 tries. I just figured, okay, because he didn't go to law school in California, he's going to have that disadvantage. It took him 3 tries, but later on, he told me, no, it's the hardest bar exam in the union. It's so hard. It's just California's a whole new different ball game.
Yeah, I did hear that the bar exam is really hard, though.
It's the hardest.
Dude, when I took it, it was 3 days, 3 8-hour days in a row. It's only 2 now. So it used to be the hardest. Now it's not so much. I mean,
not so much now.
3 8-hour days in a row.
But
is it a written test or is it like an oral examination? Like how does that work?
Well, you have there's 3 sections to it. There's the multi-state bar exam, which is like the multiple choice. It's like 120 multiple choice exams, and then you have your written essays. And those are the other 2, and those are like situational, like IRAC, CRAC breakdowns and stuff like that. Like they'll give you cases or analysis, and you'd have to break down like how you would argue the case, like what the rules are, what the legal analysis is, and all that kind of stuff. And remember, there's no like outline on how it's like really scored. You never find out like all that.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you that. Like, how is it scored?
You don't get your bar exam back like that. You don't get it like they just tell you your score eventually. Like if you first, all you know is you pass or fail, and then you could eventually find out your score. But even that is like hard to find out. Back when I was, you didn't find out your score. Like you just passed out if you passed or failed. That's it.
Also, you guys know she never went to law school. Actually, Imperious, she never even graduated from college. Like she just seems a little bit out of her league. Not saying that she cannot pass, but she
don't want people to see me as a cum guzzler anymore.
She doesn't. So she's doing the apprentice way Imperious. She's not going
do that. Can you even do that in California? I don't even know the real
that's what she's doing.
Did they change it? Yeah.
No, they haven't changed it. And what here's so weird Imperious is that she doesn't even have a college degree. So she was able to enter the apprenticeship program without a college degree, and she's still allowed to sit for the bar exam.
Well, I mean, you can sit for. I don't even know how the California bar exam, like what their qualifications are anymore. I mean, it changes all the time. Like I said, I don't really care. Like what I'm saying is, like the thing is she's not going to pass it because the whole thing is like attorneys, especially in California, have an incentive to not pass people, and the bar is graded by other attorneys. So they have an incentive not to pass. Like California, I think still has the lowest pass rate. I think it's like 13% or something like that.
Is that the limit competition, Imperious?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a social. It's 2 different. It's separate things. It's a social divider. You don't want competition in and then it's also if you let too many people become attorneys, it's not the like prestigious thing anymore. It's not like a social divider. That's
okay. So Imperious, California, first time. Okay, that's not too bad. The first time pass rate for the California bar exam was 69.7% for the July 2025 exam.
It was like 30-something%. It was way low. That's what I'm saying. Back when it was 30s and 30s percentile, dude. It was really hard. Like once they took that third day out, man. Once they took that third day out, different test, man.
Oh, there's more though. The overall pass rate for all test takers on that exam was 54.8%. So July 2025, all first time Imperious, first time pass rate for the California bar exam was 69.7%. However, Imperious, for repeaters, the pass rate for repeat takers on the July 2025 exam was significantly lower at 12.4%.
Yeah. Well, because if you take it gets in your head.
Like that test gets in your head. If you don't pass it the first time, people get like all scared and messed up taking it a second time. Remember, there's numerous presidents, Supreme Court justices who had to take it multiple times too. Like I don't really care how many times people take it. It doesn't like that's I don't care about any of that. Like trust me, there are attorneys, great attorneys that come from like low end law schools that come in. Like, that doesn't. If you look at that, like dude, you're gonna lose your cases. Like you have to look at everything like you're just gonna destroy the person. You don't care where they're from. Now, do you have situational awareness where like sometimes like you're gonna deal with and you're like, I have to deal with this person. Like it's like I'm gonna have to deal with this person. This is gonna be an issue. You know, like when you have opposing counsel that like or you know how they are, they have like I'm gonna have to deal with this person. And so like yeah, but dude, usually it's not like that. Like it's a lot of it is who you know, your connection. Like you can come from a really low end law school, but if you did really good networking and stuff like that, and you got the right judicial apprenticeships and stuff, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Like it honestly, it's who you know, not where you go and stuff. I mean, yeah, like there's limits. Maybe if you're trying to get to like the federal judge, like judicial like state and stuff like that. But dude, you can get like state judicial offices. You can get like magistrate judge, like federal judges. Yeah, it's a little harder because you have to have political connections with your.
She couldn't blow herself to this one though.
Huh?
She couldn't blow herself to.
Yeah, well, I mean, because it's like, I mean, there's part of that, but it's also that like, it's too removed from her access. Like, you never know who judges your bar exam. You don't know, like, it's passed to other like attorneys all around. Like, it's all randomized. You never know where it goes. You know, like she wouldn't be able to bribe her way through it. That's the problem.
Yep.
Like, you can't
probably,
do it.
and then probably
Hey,
people
Imp,
that
I got a question for you.
then
The
the law
lawyers in California, do they have a union by any chance?
I mean, there's the California Attorneys Guild, and there's the California Bar Association. Like you're part of the California Bar Association. That is kind of like a special interest group because you pay your bar fees, and remember the bar isn't like licensed by the government or anything. It's literally a private organization that has licensing credibility. It's not the government.
Are the fees expensive?
Yeah,
or do they come out
it
your
really
check
depends.
like
It depends.
taxes?
I mean, it's mostly like your bar fees are just depending on like how you can pay them for like it's like 18%, I think, like that. Like I forgot what it is. Like I'm trying to remember.
I don't mean to
exactly.
inundate you with questions. I'm just trying to learn
No,
some
it's
stuff.
fine. I mean, I think I forgot the exact number. I just have it. I think it's like $600, I think, or something like that. $600 if I
Let me
remember.
look it up right now. I can look it up right now.
I think it's $600 if I remember correctly yearly. If I remember something like that, dude. I mean, it's not. You just usually have it deducted automatically, or you have it through your employer. Usually pays it. Like if you're working for an employer in your state, like all that kind of stuff usually gets paid by your employer. Like you don't have to pay those kind of fees and stuff. If you're a private practice or something, yeah, you usually pay it. But I don't pay that. So, but I think it's 600.
Yep, it is. Yeah.
So you work for yourself then?
Imperious,
No.
exactly what you said. It's
Well, I'm at
$598 as of April 1st. That was the deadline.
Yeah.
So you paid it, or your firm paid it for you. And for inactive, it's $205. Both
And
due
is
April 1st.
there a separation between like trial lawyers and like civil lawyers, and is there separation there, or are they all grouped in the same box?
No, it's the same. I mean, you have your trial attorneys associations and stuff. You have your criminal attorneys association. You have you have different special set interest groups that you can join and stuff. But no, I mean, your bar fees are your bar fees. It doesn't matter what you practice, because you don't go to law school and have like a specified like type of practice. You go there and you kind of just figure out what you like, and then honestly, a lot of attorneys, when you get out, you're kind of like, okay, what kind of jobs are there? Like that's like people think it's like, oh, like you get out of law school and it's like, oh, you have these massive, amazing jobs right out of the bat. The average salary for attorney out of a law school is like 70 grand, 75 grand. It's not like some it's not like some crazy thing. It's not,
No, it ain't.
So it's like, a lot of it again is networking. Like there's a lot of attorneys that just bust their ass and stuff, dude. It's not like the easiest. You want an attorney that kind of struggles and busts their ass, like depending on what kind of case you have, because that guy's going to work for you. He's going to do a lot of things that he's going to go the extra mile. He's going to like double check, triple check. Like a lot of fucking high end attorneys, like they just pretty much do. It's a mill, dude. Like a lot of them don't write their own briefs. They have their, you know, like junior attorneys write the briefs and then they sign off it and then submit it, and then it's not like that, man.
And some take losses by taking cases and they don't win.
Yeah, no, those are the younger guys. Those are the lesser. Yeah, the top end people, they don't take their case unless they can win or they want to win. Unless it's a high paying, unless it's a big notoriety case and stuff. Well, the winning percentage is really more about that's for DAs and prosecutors. That's what they get kind of elevated for. Like that's why like prosecutors and DAs would rather plea cases, because they get a conviction on their record, and as long as they keep doing that, their winning percentage is 98, 97% or whatever. They'll get boosted up and they'll make DA eventually, and then they can go run for office. And
Hey, Pierce, let me ask you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that Kim would
that's
have.
crazy, Brooklyn. You're crazy. I don't know where the fuck. I mean, you go to NYU. I mean, that's fine, but dude, look at the average. I mean, even out of SC where I came from, like it's like 70, 80 grand. I mean, at least where it was when I graduated. Maybe it's higher now with inflation, but
nah, bro. Your friends are probably connected or know somebody, but
yeah, I mean, even if you're at the high end of your class, like who the fuck is making 200 out of the gate? Like that's fucking insane, dude.
Absolutely 100%
That's fucking insane. Like even if you're in like a high end firm, like that's insane.
Dude,
amount of money you're making. Like,
bro, I have a friend, and she did pro bono for 2 years, and that's because she wants to build you know, relationships with other people and stuff. And now, you know, she works with
even if you graduated from Penn and Yale and stuff, you're not making 200K out of the gate. Like I don't know who the fuck your people are. Like like, I don't know who the fuck she's like I'm just baffled. I mean, who the fuck does she know?
Yeah, she said what she said. Banks. Remember, Imperius, also BD. You know, New York Securities Exchange, SEC, those laws, they do make good bank. NYDFS, there's money to be made there. There is, especially with some of the
like Latham and Watkins, or even if you're at Kirkland and Ellis, or you know what I mean, or DLA Piper, like these are like you're still not making
Piper in DC.
Yeah. You're not making that much money right. Like you're just not. You're not making that kind of money right out of the gate. That's like junior partner level money. Like I don't understand. Like ropes and gray. Like no one's gonna pay you that. Like right out of the gate, you got to earn your keep. I mean, they'll recruit you for a good amount of money, but you're not fucking like what?
Can I ask you something, Imperius? Do you really believe that Kim, like, let me ask you, I think she would have scored kind of low on the L side because
I don't know her that well, but I'm just saying, like,
come on. Like she never graduated from college, and you're just gonna and she's doing an apprenticeship.
I mean, usually you're making like even if you're at the big, hold on, even if you're at like a big, if you're a first year, they're usually giving you like 150K, maybe 175. They're not giving you like 200,
I saw here in the bag. I
like,
saw here in the bag that it's 69, 60, basically 70 through 136.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, and then if you go to big law and you have like maybe 150, 170, but dude, you're not making like 200, 250K like your first year. That's fucking insane. Like that's fucking insane amount of money.
Yeah,
like,
that place would not survive.
Well, how are you going to be incentivized to earn your keep at the firm with that much money? Like, what the fuck? Like, are you kidding me? Like, even like engineers at my firm that are being taken from like, because engineers, like high-end engineers, are going to make more money than attorneys.
Yep.
Like if you're working for like a special project or something like that, or if you're working on DARPA, or if you're at those engineers are making 500K a year out of college because they're like the best of the best, the only people that can do it. Like
forgive my ignorance, but can you explain to me what DARPA is? I don't know what that is.
Defense. It's the defense. Like it's the special projects. It's where all the military special projects, like freaky shit. Like they have, for example, I'll give you one. They have a bullet now. They have a bullet they're developing that's pretty far already, where you can shoot it away from somebody, and the bullet will move in air like a missile, and it will come around and hit the person. Like you don't even have to shoot or aim at the person. The bullet just goes. It locks on target. With there's a system that they're developing where it has the next generation like warfighter system where you're going to be carrying these goggles, these 3D, and every soldier taps into the satellites above. The satellite is tracking who you're looking at. You look by looking and locking on with your firearm, like with your eyes, and then you just shoot anywhere. The bullet locks on the trajectory from the satellite, and the bullet goes and can move and go around walls, in windows, however you want to do it. Like it's all calculated. Like that's the kind of shit DARPA uses. Like DARPA's the like projectile energy weapons. DARPA did like DARPA actually developed what's it called, like braces.
What yo?
Like the
Imperius,
material for
what's
braces.
so what's an associate? So an associate would be like a partner, right? In the
No,
firm?
no. An associate's just a normal attorney. You're just like an attorney. You're just an
All
associate.
right. So I mean, she might have some ground on what she's saying.
No, you're not. I'm telling you, you're
It
not
says
making.
big firms,
Yeah,
large private firms often pay the highest starting salaries
yeah,
within the first year of associate
That's
salaries typically range from
that's
215
not
to
that. Hold on, that is
225.
not someone out of law school. That's their first year of someone they've hired.
Okay.
Okay, like if you're a 20-year attorney and and you move from, like, for example, if a board member moves from Lockheed to Boeing, yeah, they're going to be in their first year on the board. They're going to be paid 300, 400, 500, 600,000, a million, whatever. That's their first. That doesn't mean first year out of law school hiring. Like, that's what I'm trying. You don't graduate and make 200K out of law school, even at big firms. You're not. This isn't fucking.
Yeah. Because
This isn't.
you gotta learn, man.
This isn't Suits. This isn't the show Suits. Like this whole fucking thing about like
the show Suits.
You know what I mean? But that's like everyone thinks like law is like this like movie like they do to cops. Like it's this it's drudgery. It's reading and writing all the time. It's not sitting in your office having cocktails, like fucking talking about this and that all day. And no, dude, like it's fucking insane. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Hollywood has changed all that kind of shit. Yeah, first year of hire is way different than first year out of law school. Brooklyn. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, a first year hire is one thing. You can be hired as a 20-year veteran.
How long you been practicing?
I graduated in 13, 14.
BD, Imperius still got it. I like basically went up to him real quick and I was asking him some questions off the LSAT. Imperius still got it. He still has it. Not only did he answer the question within like 2 seconds, Imperius, remember, you knew exactly why your answer was correct and why the other questions were wrong, or the other multiple choice were wrong.
It's just logical deduction, though. It's just you can eliminate questions just by deduction.
It's not BS. You got to give a guy credit, and that's what I'm thinking.
Rick loves me. He's always giving me shit. It's fine.
Kim, I just don't believe that Kim needs to study Imperius. Nothing against her. I do hope she does well. Because she's just
a girl. Like, she's not dude. Look at, like, I can guarantee you, if she hired fucking like Test Masters, the guy who developed it, like, and fucking just she can pay him $1 million to sit with her at her house for fucking 6 months and it literally tell her how to take the test. She can pass it. That dude, she didn't study. She didn't do anything. She just went there and took it, probably, because fucking she's a celebrity. She's flying all over the world doing shit. She's doing appearances. She's on red carpet. That's not how you pass that kind of test. You got to buckle down for months and months and months, like that. And
He's
so
like, I thought the Illuminati was gonna help me.
Yeah, so she's not, dude. She's not. It's not like she really is trying to pass it. She's just doing it to keep that in the news and the media. She's like, it gives her credibility. Oh, look, she's doing something. All the feminists love her. She's still trying to.
She wants to be
Yeah,
a mother.
it's not. Dude, yeah, she's not. Come on, dude.
All right, well, guys, Ponder, I gotta run. Thank you for having me. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I come on every Sunday at 11 a.m.
Hey, what about the game tonight, dude? It's like, if you were moving yours, you better move to, dude. My Modern Day plays Corona Centennial, number 5 versus number 4 in the country tonight. We're gonna crush them 52-10. Watch, dude. I'm telling you, dude.
Oh yeah, I watch college football.
No, high school. That's high school.
Oh, that's high school, California. Okay.
Dude, yeah, I went to Modern. Dude, we're the best football team in the country. Dude, we've got, what's his name's kid? Is it what? God, who was the? God damn it! What's the fucking kid's name? Hold on, you'll know the. Hold on, what's his name? Hold on, give me a second here. I'm looking it up. He's the number 1 recruit in the country right now. Chris Henry Jr. Remember Chris Henry from fucking the running back in the NFL for the Bengals? He
was a wide receiver for the Bengals. Chris Henry.
He's at Modern Day right now. The kid's a freak. He's like 6'6", fucking 220, and he's like 17. Like, I'm saying, we got, like, our offensive line averages 330 pounds in high school, dude.
Yeah, his dad was a freak too. not for nothing, but thank you for having me. Just, come to my show every Sunday, 11 a.m. I appreciate it. And thank you for
You
having me,
got
Ponte.
it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Peace.
They do drop your link.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You drop it in the chat. Oh, I'll make sure to do it. I have it. I'm subscribed. I'll get you in the chat.
I can't do it because I'm not a mod in
Don't
here,
worry.
but you
She
could do
can't
it
do
for
it.
me.
Just
I'll take care
put
of
it
it.
in the back. Put your link in the back chat, and she'll post it in the chat. Post it in the
Yes,
back chat
I
of StreamYard.
will. I'll do it. I got it. I'll take care of it. Let me find it for you right now. Okay, Imperious, I have to show this to you because she does not study. I'm not trying to be messy. It's just she doesn't study. And I love to study, but I can't deal with people who don't study. Here it is.
From doing this. Every time I feel like to try to stop me from doing this.
Okay, the bar is 2 weeks away. I'm tripping a little bit. I've been studying for 4 months straight, canceled all work, don't take any work calls, I don't really do anything.
That's all bullshit. That's what I'm saying. All this is just virtue signaling. She's not doing any of that. That's why she's on and taking video of herself doing it. You'd be completely invisible for the last 4 months. You wouldn't have been seen.
I really have to get
Like most people, when they're taking the bar, for like those 4 or 5 months that you're studying, you don't get seen. Like nobody sees you outside the house.
so much time. I can only do one subject a day, and then I have to let it go at this point. I know that I've learned in such a different way this round. It's like you never will feel like you're ready, but you just have
Can
to
you pause
jump
it?
in when you feel like you're close. And that's the way everything is.
It's all that black spunk that went into her brain, so she can't really think right. All right, continue.
We're a full Latina.
So I know that I have one shot, and I'll shoot my shot. I'll make it. And everyone just thinks, oh, it's some online program, and try it. Try it. I don't really care about.
Like, why are you sitting there writing on a whiteboard? That's not even like this is what I'm saying. Like, none of that. This is just all an illusion, all showmanship.
Is she teaching a class?
That's what I mean. Like, you would be just at home, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, why the fuck is she just writing? Why is she like?
You usually write on a piece of paper and keep you like, what the fuck? Oh god! You take notes and shit. You read and
Because she's trying to prove herself to everybody. She's trying to show, hey guys, look, I'm still doing it. I'm going to teach you now, even though I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Look, I read books.
The worst timing in the whole wide world. So these are all the essays that I have to memorize. Basically, all these rules back and forth.
She says she has no time for calls, but she has time to make videos.
I got that. No, I don't have this. I got this. I really want it.
It's not about memorization. Like, why? This is what I'm saying. Like, it's not about memorization. You don't sit there and memorize all these rules. Like, what you're doing. Yeah, you have a general idea of like the things you were taught and like some of the grander, like more important rules and analysis. But usually, it's the way that you can analyze the information that's presented to you. Like, it's not about it's.
Stop me from doing this.
Okay, Imperious, you said the magic word. Think about it. The fact that you can still take the LSAT, you understand how to pass this test, has nothing to do with memorization. It's just analysis, it's comprehension. It's logic. Like that's why I personally am kind of, not that I don't want her to do well, but I don't think she's studying because like you just said, Imperious, it's not memorization.
She's studying in the way you would study for an undergrad in college. That's not what law school is. It's this next step of analysis. Like, dude, it's like, see, that's the thing. It's college is like all they do is you're just supposed to memorize a bunch of shit. But the thing is like that's not the next level of being able to be like a professional or to go to grad. You have to take that information and be able to apply it to real world facts. And
Right.
that's what the bar those the questions that they give you, the date, the factual sets that they give you for the bar, and that you have to break down and that you have to analyze and use an IRAC and CRAC and all that. You have to like literally, it's just the analysis. It's not you memorizing all this shit. Yeah, there are rules and stuff, and there are, but
that
you know that
question.
genuinely, like off the top of your head, and you're not going to be marked off as much for points if you miss one element of a rule, as if you would miss a ton of the analysis and showing the judge or the person grading it that you can apply the elements to those facts and how those facts fit the patterns to make it this or that.
Hey,
Like that's what's important.
she may not be smart, but she does gotta have a good head on her shoulders.
No, she's great. She's hot, dude. Trust me. I would fuck her 6 weeks on Sunday. But dude, that's the
This is why she's going to law school, because she'll be dealing with this, the both of you, for the rest of her life.
She got a good head over her shoulders.
she can deal with me every day if she wants. I just, I don't care. Like, dude,
if I was divorced, we could argue with my dad.
Still feels the need to be educated, even with all of this money.
She don't need to be educated.
Well, look at what she's going through right now. She does
No,
not.
it's because she's not with a dude that punched her anymore, like Kanye. When Kanye was hitting her and beating her up and stuff, she was happy and fun.
I think her mom filmed that video with Ray J. What are we talking about here? Hey.
We know her mother filmed that video with Ray J.
Exactly. And what do you think the sisters? Look at the sisters. Look at the what are the two? The gender sisters or what? Look at how they looked and all the surgery that one had.
That man dingoed up.
Like, dude, it's literally like if you look at the one. What's the one
like
with that
throwing a tennis ball in the hallway?
Yeah, dude, not just that, but they literally look nothing like before the like, dude, Kim looked like Jafar before her fucking surgeries and stuff.
I need to drop you, Imperious. I can't. I'm sorry.
Bro, it's like throwing a fucking tennis ball in a
Imperious.
hallway.
I need to take a break. I cannot believe you said that.
Jafar, I'm not lying.
You just called this woman. Oh my God, Imperious. And I shouldn't even be laughing at this. This is horrible. Oh my God, Imperious.
She can't be in the sun.
But she does. There's a whole meme about it. Look at like here. Let me see if I can find it. Here, hold on.
No, we're not pulling. No, Imperious. You're already going in too deep. I'm not adding on to this. And she just failed the bar. You know she's upset. I am not adding on to it. Okay, that's the issue right here. Women do not want to be known about this Latino.
Click the link in the back. Hey, click the link in the back. Ponder, click the link in the back real quick.
Serious. No.
Guys, you got to understand. We're more, as men, we're more upset that she even took the test. Like, what's she doing? She know what she's good.
Because she does not want to be known as a prostitute. She does not want to be known as Jafar, Imperious.
Damn it.
Chill.
Like,
She
ride
wants
your
something
magic carpet, bitch, and just like, I don't know. Ride your magic
I'll put the
carpet
meme in
with
John
your
Galt's
daughter.
Discord, you guys. Hold on. I'll put it in John's Discord.
Gosh, no, I cannot be party to this. Imperious, you are terrible.
Fucking daughter, ride your magic carpet with your daughter, and like this is the thing, because your daughter's following your footsteps too. So I don't know.
Yeah, because she
don't
wants
know.
more.
Kanye called this
Well,
a long time
Kanye's been
ago.
kind of hard about that with the whole thing with their daughter. But yeah, because she thinks her dad was an attorney, Robert Kardashian, she can be one too. And we all know that's not the case.
But that's not how it works sometimes. It skips
That's
a
not how it
generation.
works. That's not. She doesn't want. Oh God, I hate myself.
Did you click on it, Latino? Did you click on the picture?
I shouldn't be doing this.
It skips a generation.
I shouldn't be.
Let me see. It's on my Discord.
I should not be doing this.
Throwback for where Kim Kardashian looked like the Jafar from. I have a better one in John Galt's. In the one in John Galt's Discord, I put up side by side with her and Jafar, and it's better, dude. It's really funny.
Listen. My name is Jafar. Aladdin will pay for this.
Yeah, look at her. That's what I'm saying. Like her, and like, dude, let's just like what the ugly sister is like her Iago. You know that the fat ugly one. Let's just,
I just feel like my brain's
Like, dude, can't, like the thing is if I was near her, I would be like, Kim, sweetheart, let's just take all of this stress away and just be a fuck object for me.
You know
Like,
that
hold on,
Bali music and shit. That
go
Bali
back real quick
music.
where she turned to the camera. Look at that. Hold on, go back. Go back where she was right there. Look at that. Hold on. Look at that. Go back. Pause it right there. Hold on when she looks at the camera. So there. Look at that face. How ugly she is without all the makeup. Look at that. Ah! Look at that. Like, dude, that looks nothing like her. This is what I'm saying, how much $10,000 worth of makeup. And remember, I know the bullshit. I've dated enough women. I know this contouring shit, Ponder. I'm not playing games with these fucking Middle Eastern chicks and these white girls with their contouring and shit.
And that butt probably smells like death.
Dude, she's had
Like
so many dudes in her, dude. Remember, she dated
like
that
an
NBA
Italian.
player, that guy that looked like a retard, like the guy that looked like the dude, you remember the movie Space Jam, the original one?
Yeah, with Michael.
Remember the really tall alien, like the tallest one that was supposed to be like the white guy?
The stupid one.
That's who her ex-husband looked like. Bring up her ex-husband, that guy she dated, the Chris Humphreys guy. Bring up a picture of Chris Humphreys, Ponder, and tell me he doesn't look like that tall, really.
I just want to let everyone know Imperius did confirm that he's done for the rest of the year. He wrapped up work. So we're basically going to be getting this Imperius probably until like January 12th.
Oh yeah, until like January 5th.
Hey guys, like, share, subscribe. John Galt, 3 p.m. Pastor Manning, and this broadcasting here is brought to you by Swedish Fish. Swedish Fish, girls, you got to keep it fresh with Swedish Fish. All right, go on, Ponder.
Bring up the picture of Chris Humphreys. Look at him. Look at that goofy motherfucker.
Yeah, but that didn't even last long.
It lasted like 3 weeks, and then look at that guy, and then bring him up. Bring the picture.
And he
Zoom
lost
it
like
in.
$1 million.
Zoom him in real quick on his face, so everyone gets a picture. Zoom it in, so everyone gets a good picture, a good visualization of his face. All right. Everyone sees that, right? Everyone's got a good picture of that. Now look up Space Jam. Type in Space Jam tallest alien.
That's
and tell me it doesn't look exactly like him. Like or Space Jam Bradley, because it was Bradley, like the what's his name, the white dude. What was it? It was.
You know what he looks like? You know what he looks like? Like Down syndrome nicked him. Like he was going to get it and then nicked him, and like, you know, he dodged it a bit. You feel me? That's what he looks like.
Yeah, it's like he didn't get beaten it with the retard stick fully.
Yeah.
He kind of got like
but
he's got whacked with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, dude, literally just put in Ponder, type in Space Jam Bradley alien.
Right there he is.
Yeah. Does he not just look exactly like him? Zoom him in. Zoom in on the face. Am I wrong? Chat, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong here? That's all I'm asking. Look, I might be evil, but am I lying? I might be saying horrible things, but I'm not lying, so it's not a sin.
I bet when he went out with Kim Kardashian to go eat, they already came with chocolate milk and chicken nuggets.
Oh my god!
It's like it's automatic. It's like you want some chicken nuggets, buddy? Yeah, you want a coloring book? Yep.
Oh my god! Imperious.
I'm telling you, people just remind me of things in movies and stuff, like characters or people. Like because I never forget a face. Like when I see something or something, I just remember that. I'm just like,
I'm sorry. It's
like, hey there, buddy. How's everything? How's your chocolate milk? You want
I can't unsee this, and I hate. I hate I hate the fact I'm not offended by some of the things that you say. Like I
Because
laugh.
it's true. You can't be offended if you see it. If you see it, you can't be offended
It's the
by it.
truth. He looks retarded.
Yeah, he looks like that alien right there. That's what he looks like.
You want some chocolate milk, buddy? You want a refill on those nuggets? You know, you don't get that vibe.
He needs his chicken nuggies, his dinosaur shaped nuggies.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Yep.
Our dino nuggies. What, the both of you are bringing up dino nuggies now. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the Dino Nuggies at Sizzler. Remember the kids bar at Sizzler where they had like the mini bar and they had like the chicken nuggies of the dinosaurs and the kids would run up
The tater tots. You can't forget the
the tater tots were in there and there was like mac and all the little kids. It would be like the kids' food bar and it would have the chicken nugget. That's where he goes. See, look, she doesn't look anything like. Look at all the makeup reflecting off of her head.
For real, right off.
She looks like she has glass on her head. Look at her forehead, all the lights off her forehead and shit.
Like she wiped pre-cum in her face.
Now, I have done that before. So I've nutted on a chick's face and had them rub it in and walk around. And so later on, she said, I think it actually works, that it makes my face look better. That's what she used to tell me. And it does, because the protein destroys the bacteria and stuff for like acne and stuff.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We females, we should let men paint your face. You know,
well, dude, did you know that like women, when they ingest sperm? No, hold on. There's I can bring up the studies. I'll put the link in the back. There's studies that show that when women ingest like sperm and male sperm, like they get in better moods. It helps depression. It helps like their heart. It helps cholesterol. Like they need it. Like they need to take dick and cum. Like that's what they.
Seed. Give me that seed.
I'm telling you, I'm just saying they're like little demons. They need to like suck your life out of you. That's what they do. They drain the life and they convert it to themselves.
They're baby killers, bro.
Look at her. That's because she hasn't been nutted on in a few days. That's why she's upset right there. If someone banged her and like she got it, like she'd be all happy. What was
probably
that?
would have passed that test.
Yeah, she might have even passed the test. That's the thing, dude. A lot of it is, dude. Tests are like I'd say, dude, it's true though. Dude, just like in sports, 70% mental, 30% physical. Tests fuck people up. Having to sit there for like 8 hours in a big auditorium or gym or like secure location. You can't leave. You got to do it. It's the whole advancement of the days before the test freaking you out, breaking you down. Like that's really what does it. Well, all women are succubi. That's what I'm trying to say. The chat was saying sucky. Yeah, they're succubi. All of them.
You see imperials? Like they're not really that bright because I mean, if you gotta wait,
they don't have like. I don't expect them.
Listen. If they don't have to waste all that money on those products for their face when they got us.
Exactly. They don't need makeup. L'Oreal, like, well, isn't she born with it? No, I'm born with it, bitch. It's not enabling me. It's in my balls. That's what they need to freaking realize. Did I say something wrong, Ponda? You're very quiet over there.
No, I'm just listening to her. What's she saying?
She's just babbling. Does she even say anything? Like that's the thing. She speaks a lot,
But
but she doesn't say anything.
anything that it just doesn't come off like she's studied.
She's not. It's a virtue signal to keep people thinking she is, to give her the virtue of, look at all the work she's not. She's what?
She's a succubus. She's a slut. That's what she is.
Yeah, dude. There's not. Why? Well, she's pretty. She's a hot chick. Like this is what I'm saying. I have no problem with a girl just being hot and taking dick, and that's all they do.
Yeah, or getting pooped on. Just get pooped. Just go to Dubai and get pooped on.
No, not even that. No, just get married and take dick and just be pleasant to your husband. Like that's not like an issue to me. Like look at her. Like look, come on. What is that body right there built for? Like what is that built for right there? Like, what is all that money she put into her body and how she looks and everything built for?
Like, I mean, she's realizing that can't last forever, bro. So she's trying to,
Well, but dude, she's still, no, dude, but she's known that for a long time.
Like the younger sister's already overtaken
Man, I just
her.
seen a video of J Lo performing in underwear.
Oh yeah, in her
And
50s and a thong and stuff on stage.
and I'm just like, this bitch is retarded.
Yeah, but Kim's 10 years younger than she is, though. So Kim's still got more time with all that money. Like, dude, look at that body right there. I mean, say what you want. Those doctors did a great job. They spent a lot of good money, and they did a great. They
I don't
sculpted
know.
her.
I think she look like a bumblebee. The legs don't match the booty.
No, but she's gotten all that reduced and stuff. Like if you look at her, like she's just a living fucking like a lingerie model doll, like what they put in the windows. They blow her up, suck her down, make her bigger, make her smaller.
She's a cum dump.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. But dude, what else is she made for? Like there's that old saying. Like there's that old saying. People, you're not born both smart and attractive. You get one or the other. Like it's not like you don't get both.
You said Madonna and a thong. Yeah. 50 Cent said you can't sing that like a virgin shit no more. Nobody gonna
exactly.
Right. Cher in her 60s. What about Cher late 90s? Cher, think of Cher.
Do you believe in life after love?
Yeah, Cher was still.
Yeah, that's when she had the manly voice. She's well, isn't her kid a troon? Her kid's a troon, if I remember correctly.
One of them. But remember, she had a son.
Isn't the son the troon? I'm thinking I thought the son was the troon.
No, the child that she had was Sonny Bono. Is
Vargas. She's dating a YN. Correction.
Madonna is and Cher are both with YNs right now. Both of them.
But yeah, because that's the whole thing. They want, dude. These old ladies want to feel like sex objects again, and those YNs will just pound into them and treat them like dogs, dude. That's what they want, dude. Like Ponder, you're the same way. You're this very like high class. Like
Ponder, with YNs when I get older.
No, Ponder, you're this high class woman that's super attractive. That like you just want to be taken down and thrown in the mud and just eat like your animal instincts. So you need a young YN. Like that's what we got. Ponder, I know how Ponder is. Like that.
I went to school. I said this. I went to school. I don't want to be old and depending off sex. Like that I don't want to do that.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you're that perfect dude. Even women in their like late 20s.
You working?
Dude, I was discussing this, dude. Who was I talking to? No, but whose show was I discussing this? The whole hold on. I was on a panel last night. We were talking about this. The amount of teachers that women in their 20s now are banging like teenage boys and stuff. Women always dude, like the older women get, they want to feel that power of how men feel when they are fucking them. And that predatory instinct.
End up with a JP. Don't listen.
Dude, she is. She's gonna end up a young, Y. Like, dude, remember that one? You remember that YN that was on CTs that wanted to conquer the world? The one that wore the suit and said we had to like exterminate. That's the kind of YN that would get with Ponder.
Oh, it's so funny you say that. In periods, his channel just came up in my algorithm.
See, God's sending you a message.
So interesting because it literally just popped up in my algorithm, and I know exactly who you're talking
he's like a younger guy. He presents himself well in a suit and everything. He's not like a criminal and everything.
I'll pull him up right now. I'll pull him up right now. I know.
Look at that. Like I'm telling you, see, that's the kind of guy we got to get Ponder. Like a young YN that like he can be like the one. Hey, you know what it is? She's like, remember the movie 40 or 400 or was it 300? Remember 300? How there's that King Xerxes, but that older woman behind him, that Eva Green actress. She was like behind him pulling the strings. That's what Ponder is. Ponder's like the older, attractive woman pulling the strings of like the young, up and coming ruler, and she's fucking him and keeping him like attached to her and everything.
Gonna come in like JP.
Yeah, so she can be like
JP. Like
yeah, dude. Dude, if JP blows up, dude. If JP blows up, dude, I can see Ponder getting with JP, dude. Like, taking control of JP from behind. Like JP would get so
I ain't got no food, but I got.
Dude, JP would be vexed by her because Ponder's super hot and dark and stuff like that, like the real dark black chick, and she's hot, like you know what I mean. And like JP would be hating himself because he's all about like bashing on those women, but he'd be obsessed with Ponder. Yeah, that kid. There you go.
And what I think the ideal.
It's so weird. He popped up in my in the algo. I don't know.
There are books. There are a lot of other videos, but I didn't want to have this out there so that I can point people to it whenever they're curious about what exactly the ideology is. So
And you know what's great about him, if I remember, he's the one that he doesn't care about like white people. He's like, I don't want to kill white people. I don't want to get rid of them. I just want black people to be by themselves and do their own thing.
Would look like in the world where we are successful.
You see what I'm saying? He just wants to, like, you know what I mean? Like,
possible. So I'm going to sort of run through things, and it's going to be about 10 minutes, right? Okay. So first of all, we need defense. Okay. Or you could also
see. I can see
deterrence.
pondering this
I'd
guy not
rather
even having
actually
sex,
deterrence,
just talking all day.
But deterrence is
but
where
see her helping him study with like strip tutor or something. You know what I mean?
Nations in the world that have successfully pushed these Western imperialists
educational
out.
jokes.
Typically, that means having the ability to retaliate with
Yeah, they're watching like Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins together. You know what I mean? They're watching like all the black family movies, like, you know what I mean? Like the Medea family reunion and stuff.
Not like the Professor Clumps.
What's being built?
No, not Nutty Professor.
Yeah. Welcome to the club. What was it called? It was on Meet the Clumps, I think.
No, Dr. Doolittle. Dr. Doolittle's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, Doolittle. That, but there was the Clumps too, because the Nutty Professor. The Clumps. That was, there was like, come on, Cletus, you'll walk over, but you'll be limping back.
And then we rally a larger number.
John is a couple steps from Harlem.
Of sort of leadership.
I want John to just run out of the subway and just yell the N-word as loud as he can. Just yell it, just scream it, go.
Ponder, did you hear my song in the intro of my show?
And so on. Fundraising, things like that, right? So when you have a core 1000 and then you have an additional...
Hey, Ponder, drop the Discord in the back or in the chat because people want the Discord, I think.
And themselves members. You can raise as much capital as you want, really. You can find resources when it comes to human capital to do different things, right? So that's another part. Again, I do want to rush through this. So next is expansion and empowerment. So this is a stage where the right people actually get into government position, one way or another, get into positions of influence over companies. We actually have companies.
No, that kid's smart though. He actually understands like how you would break down a system and reorganize. Like what he thought, you know what I mean? Like it's actually kind of interesting that he kind of knows, or at least partially understands kind of what, not the, like he's so far ahead. Those black panels like Izzy's or whatever, they're sitting there going, we're going to come together and just build shit. We're going to, like, he actually understands what you would have to do theoretically.
We need to be taught economics.
Yeah, so yeah, we know. Yeah, this kid's like far beyond that. Like he's like, yeah, that's basic shit. You'd have to, yeah. He's taught, dude. If I remember correctly,
this is what you need to do.
Yeah, if I remember, his whole thing is that there should be a black upper class that should be ruling over these dumb ends, is what I remember his argument was. And that those people, like as his argument right there said, when they get into the positions and they have to be the ones directing things and molding the, you know what I mean? Like he's about like using force on black people to make them like evolve, like civilized. Like this is what I'm saying. Like he's all like what he says about white people is we have defense, we want our own nukes, so if white people fucks with us, we can nuke them. But aside with that, mutually assured destruction will keep people away. You know what I mean? Like if the whites know that we can nuke them, they know we can nuke us. We know they can nuke us. We will leave each other alone. But it's
Harlem
the black
shaking right now. Harlem shaking right now.
So let me ask you: you guys see that fellow, the Zamek guy? Is he like a black version of Fuentes? Do you see? Is he kind of like that?
Yeah, well, he's like very he's more about like a black nation state. He's trying to like he wants black people to form like that's like a whole like a nation state. Like you would think of an Israel for African Americans, for black Americans.
Basically what the Arabs are trying to do in Texas.
But okay, so I don't know if the two of you are familiar. There's a city that's completely zoned, South Fulton. It's the largest city. They have over 100,000 people population, but it's the largest black city per capita. I think like over 80% are all black residents. And the entire government is all black women.
Dude, I got to take a field trip. I want to go down there and just talk with, like, dude, that's the thing. What's funny is like, I bet those black people would have a very interesting opinion on things. Because they don't deal with white people, I bet they wouldn't even think about what white people are doing. Like, see, that's the interesting part. Like, once you remove the thing you blame for shit, it goes out of your mind. Like, I bet those people, like, if John went that would be a fascinating interview if John went to that town and just talked to them. Like, and be like, how you niggas getting by without white people? How you niggas living? Like, you know how John, like,
John
what
would be very
are you niggas doing down here?
John would
You know
be
what I
very surprised to see when he goes over there and he goes to eat. Let's say he's gonna be like, "Oh shit, these motherfuckers got their own food."
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like that, like, dude, like, I respect like the guy that was talking, or black people that go and do their own shit and isolate. I don't give a fuck, dude. I give them their prop, dude. You did your shit. You don't need white. Like I told JP on CT show the other day. I said, JP, you start making your own money like this. You start doing your shit. You're gonna be able to talk to white people because even if you make $1 more than you use, you don't need other people's shit, so you can talk shit.
Major Khalid says Juneteenth continues conversations and efforts to truly liberate Black America, a goal he says is still unfulfilled. With a population of 92% Black residents, the city of South Fulton is considered the blackest big city in America.
One of the things that I say often is that Juneteenth is the most American of holidays because it reminds us that none of us are free until all of us are free. If anyone is not truly free in our African American family or in our American family, then we are failing.
The city of South Fulton's Juneteenth celebration will take place at the Wolf Creek Amphitheater with
Those are the white
family-friendly
kids.
events for
You
the
know,
whole
how racist are they? They're letting white kids fucking in their black people parade. You see this shit? Go back. Do they seem like the Izzies and the fucking and like the Daves and all that hating on white people?
family events for the whole
Look at that. Pause it. Go back.
Family-friendly events for the whole
Kids are white on there.
Creek Amphitheater with
How racist can they be, guys?
for the whole community.
The black people don't seem to be hating white people there, do they? They're just saying we want to be free. We want to celebrate our heritage, that we got our freedom. Big fucking deal. I don't care. Not my problem.
It's not and I also, I mean, there was like, a young Asian kid too, and he was smiling. I mean, it's Black people and children in a parade, in period. So like nothing's gonna happen. Black.
But what I'm saying, is, if those black people that were in that city were all like, "Oh, we hate white people. We blame them for everything. It's all their fault. Everything," they wouldn't have the white kids in the parade. They wouldn't have their white parents fucking standing in the crowd. They wouldn't be fucking putting them on the news and shit. Those I have seen black parents that are angry and do hate white people. They're like, "Get that fucking white little kid away from my fucking kid." See, you've seen those fucking clips on YouTube. That's not those people. Why is that when that's a 92%? Is it because when it is an isolated black, they understand that, oh shit, it wasn't white people. We got to get our shit together.
It's your fault.
I support black people isolating themselves and developing and making their shit and waking their shit up. And they're going to, because the only way white people woke up whenever they did back in the day was because they were isolated with other white people, and they had to realize all these fucking white people among us are the problem. We got to get rid of these motherfuckers. Like, because once you get rid of white people out of the black communities, they sit there and go, oh fuck, I'm still living like shit. What the fuck is going on? It wasn't these white motherfuckers, it was these fuckers living next door. And that's when you start seeing black people go like, what the fuck? And those are the black people that get pissed. Those are the Booker T. Washingtons and shit.
They don't teach investing in school. And I think that's one of the biggest flaws of public education.
That guy,
Nobody teaches you how to invest your money. And
He was
flying
money.
high, no lie.
So distressed.
Yeah,
this is the guy. He had a dog.
This Georgia mayor says that he runs the blackest city in America, but he's allegedly been balling on the city's dime.
I saw that. Exactly. What did I? And what? Okay. Pause it. Pause it.
Africa for 20 days.
Pause it. Pause it.
And then tell
Pause it.
anybody. City.
Pause it. Pause it.
Africa for 20 days.
And see, and hold on. Pause it. And who's going nuts on him? Who's going nuts on him? Fellow black people want to fucking hang him in that city. It ain't white people. They're not blaming white people. They're not saying, oh, the white man made him do it. No, they're saying this motherfucker did it to us. A fellow black dude. We're gonna hang this motherfucker. Watch what that city councilwoman's saying. She's like, this motherfucker's going to Africa. This motherfucker's spending our tax money for our kids and shit on his fucking fun and games. That's what I said. So when it is only the people in your own community you blame, and it has to be enforced by your community, you don't have fucking mercy, dude. They're gonna fry this motherfucker, dude. I'm telling you, he's already on trial. Didn't they already arrest him for a felony for like trespassing in some person's house and shit too?
Oh, I don't even know. I'll look it up.
Like, dude, he was like breaking into a person that was like running against him's house or something.
Oh wow.
Dude, the whole community, dude, he is the same. What happened to that fucking mayor in Indiana, super mayor? Who fucking was like running her out and who was trying to fight her at the end? Weren't there people swinging at her and trying to fight her and beat the shit out of her for what she did?
Blacks.
Yeah. They don't, dude, when it becomes your own, you got to run you regulate your own community. People don't have, like, why do you think, like, in the cartels, who are they the most brutal to? Their own people. You have to make sure your own group is in line before you can't be looking and thinking, oh, my group is going to fuck me over or cut out from under me. You got to know if you're going to war that your side is 100% dedicated. There is no second guessing. There ain't no fucking desertion. There ain't no fucking second voice. Like, that's why prison. Why do you think in prison, who disciplines you? Like, if you do, if you're a white boy and you get out of line, it's not the blacks that fuck you up. It's not the blacks that are going to say, no, it's the blacks that'll talk to the whites and say, hey, we're going to have a fucking war in this prison if you don't take care of your shit. And then the whites go in and fucking kill you because money has to be dealt with. There's business and you fucked with business. Like, watch what the city council goes nuts on this motherfucker. I've seen this.
Leaders are on his tail. Finance reports showing that he's been using his city account to book $1,000 trips to Ghana, Paris, luxury furniture for his office, and more.
That's shameful.
And enough to launch an investigation. What he's been saying about these purchases.
I do think that there is a lot of political posturing.
And why he walked out of a city council meeting last week.
Good night, Mr. Mayor.
I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. Khalid Kamau is his name, but he goes by Mayor Kobe. It's a name that's been synonymous with drama for years now. He prides himself, ever since he took office, with being the mayor of one of the blackest cities in America, South Fulton, Georgia. It's a south suburb of Atlanta. About 92% of the population is black. And he's been viral before. 2 years ago, he was arrested for entering somebody's private lake house. He said back then that he admired the home. He was just looking inside and hoped of maybe buying it one day. He was charged with
criminal he wasn't killed in Georgia.
But now this.
He was like he wasn't killed.
Came forward. She filed a FOIA request, a Freedom of Information request, to look into Mayor Kobe's spending habits. And what you might learn may surprise you.
We were blindsided. There's accountability that has to be made.
Taxpayers in this small Atlanta metro city are not happy.
Pause it. I want you guys to see
city
something.
Mayor Kobe, formerly known as Mayor Khalid Kamau.
Ponder, go back to what the audience looked like. Go back. I want you to look super. Okay, pause it right there. Does that look like trash?
It was revealed
Does that look like black
mayor
trash
not
that's in that
happy.
audience?
Taxpayers in
Does
the
that look?
small.
Pause that. Is there any black trash in that audience, guys? Are you going to look through, if I'm walking through a store or something, suspect any of those people that are there right there thinking that they're going to like rob the store, jack shit out of the no. See, these are people that have money and that are like, you fucked with my money. This ain't no poor area. Or at least it's got wealthy people in it. Because none of those people right there have cheap shit on. They're not dressed in fucking sweatpants and fucking leggings like I see people at city councils. And these people came up there and they're like, no, we're getting up and we're gonna fucking look right and we're gonna be and we're gonna go up there and make sure. You know what I'm saying? So these are the kind of questions I would ask Pastor Manning though too. Like I would ask him the question of what is the difference here's my hypothesis with the black community, and if you want to hear it. The black community has never had a hegemonic power to instill a value system onto them. They've never had a single unit, like a ruler or a power structure that imposes a civilizational structure on them. So, because of that, if you notice throughout white history, Asian history, Latin America, there's been great rulers that have like overseen entire civilizations, cultures, all peoples, and have massively imposed structure, civilization, rules, legalization, all that kind of civics on people. Okay, that's the reason. There's so many segments of the black community that are all infighting between one another. There's never been a single hegemonic voice to impose a single morality and a single unification amongst them. That's the greatest reason why the blacks. That's why you see this FBA versus fucking Africans versus Jamaicans versus Canadians versus everyone. Then you see the blacks from the East Coast fight the blacks in the West. There's no unifying voice of overall power that is saying all blacks shut the fuck up. You're all the same. You're gonna be the same. This is the values you're gonna live by. This is the fucking shit you're gonna do. There ain't no fucking difference between you and Zimbabwe and you and fucking whatever 7-Eleven in LA. You're going to fucking follow the same kind of structure. Like there hasn't been that. And that's the problem. Nothing more than that. Because if you look at, for example, the Middle East with the Arabs, because the Arabs in the Middle East, okay, they're almost less civilized than even Africans. They live in fucking caves. They blow themselves up. They marry their cousins. They bang their kids, all that kind of shit. But why is it that they can fucking be imposed and make civilization? Because they've had strong men that, even though these people have no brains, have no gray matter, have nothing, through force and imposing on the people, which is the language they understand, they've been given direction. Nobody's done that to black people. That's look at Saddam Hussein. Fucking Iraq in the 70s and 80s was
pretty incredible.
Called the Paris. Baghdad was called the Paris of the Middle East.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
It was beautiful. You could, dude, it was like there was no burqas, there was no fucking coverings up, there was no Muslims and shit. It was not. It was like Dubai before Dubai in the 80s. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's just about if the people aren't as intelligent, even fucking mice know force. I can train an alligator with force. Okay, you can train people. That would be my proposition to Pastor Manning. Do you think that's because I can guarantee you, with somebody with let's say a white person with enough force and enough willpower and had the ability to impose on and direct black people, certainly, I could guarantee you black people could be the same after a couple generations. It's about you could if you right now in Nigeria is like the richest. That guy just invested another $1 billion. Like if you had literally an outside force, like a militarized force that could impose peace in that country, law and order, do all that right now when all that money's pouring in, you could see like that country become like a second world country and eventually a first world country. Easily. But there's no overriding force. People even within that country are fighting amongst themselves, different business classes, different political interests, different everything. It's a unification is what matters. You have to have a unified voice, one will, one voice, one rule. That's just how it is, man. Especially on less intelligent civilizations. Like democracy is an experiment for people that can understand the abstract of the meaning of voting. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's not for everybody, and it shouldn't be for everybody. It shouldn't even be for white people. I don't believe in democracy. It's a fucking sin. So I don't know. Go ahead. But look at those people. Do they look like
Yeah, that was excellent and Pierce. That's a great discussion for Pastor Manning with John. I think we should.
I would just like to know, I know he talks and he's all bombastic, like black people are done, everything. I think
we should bring this up, what you just said right now, and I believe Pastor Manning will really take keen to what you just stated in Paris, because number one, he is a religious man, and he does run with an iron fist. And
if you have like a church,
his church, he does run with an iron fist. So I think that's something that he would really think about to take this to.
Like you're telling me I couldn't clean up Chicago in a weekend if I grabbed the 100 most violent, most prominent violent gang members, and I lined them up on the south side of Chicago on the biggest street, and I put them on crucifixes and I lit them all on fire at one time. How fast do you think crime would stop in that city?
Fear is a great factor, but peep this. Uncle Ruckus will tell you, man. He will tell you. Uncle Ruckus will tell you. My name is Uncle Ruckus. And I will be nigga sitting you too until your grandfather retires. Your granddad, the big baby.
And also in periods, if you think about the success of the British monarchy, they've always, everything you just said right now, this is why I personally disagree with those who are against monarchy. Because you have that one unifying Like it's a force, not just for military, but also culture.
It's a hegemon. It's an
That
overarching.
everyone knows where to
Yeah.
follow.
Yeah,
Like
there's a boundary. There's rule. This whole idea of democracy and people can do what they want is the biggest sin. You have to know there are rules, boundaries, and limitations that you're going to die from. I think everybody should fucking know that. I don't think people should live their life going, I can do everything. Everything's possible. No, it's not, motherfucker. You get out of line, you're going to get your fucking head chopped off. Like that's just rules. That's life. I mean, if you're in the wild, any animal, you go outside the group, you go outside the pack, your predator's going to eat you.
This is what Uncle Ruckus was trying to tell y'all, man. I'm studying the Negro.
I'm studying here. I got the disease revitiligo. Every day
studying
I
the
get
Negro.
darker.
It's like, man, he's telling y'all, man.
No, but I would just like to ask him that if like theoretically, if white people just tomorrow said, okay, we're going to do what we have to do to make black people in this country civilized, and we're going to drag them into the 21st century. And like, for example, tomorrow we just had firing squads, gang members. All right, cops to drag them out and shoot them right there in the street. Boom, gone all the time. Drag, boom, 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 boom. Everyone's got thousands of people dying all the time. Does he think how quick does he think that would stop? That black people would get in line? I think it'd be pretty quick. I think it'd be pretty fucking quick, just like any race. Like people get in line if they're forced to get in line. It's just that it's white people's fault that white people have now lost the will to do what white people have lost the will to do what must be done.
It's your fault, bro.
It is. No, it is. It's 100%. I take it. I do. I have said this forever. It is white people who have lost the gall and the nerve that took them conquering continent, imposing money, imposing systems, imposing religion all throughout the world. They've lost those cojones. The huevos are gone, Latino. The huevos are gone.
What's rancheros?
Like we had a guy. I remember there was a guy fucking when I used to go down to TJ and Michoacan and help build. There was a guy that in the whole. He was a Mexican guy. And he was part of like the Catholic Church down there. And he did all this shit. We called him Huevos because this guy was a fucking G, dude. He knew all the cartel people. He would talk because. Dude, down there's like a cultural thing that the cartel doesn't fuck with the church because it's like a cultural thing and the people won't let them. So there's like these whole things and systems. And dude, this guy was a fucking gangster, dude. Huevos, dude, he was awesome.
Huevos.
I personally love the country of Mexico. If the cartels, dude, if Trump gets rid of those cartels, like it looks like the people are revolt to have, dude. There's shit going down in Mexico right now. Are you watching this, Latino? What's going down right now? Are you watching what's going down? Dude, you're gonna have a fucking revolution again.
Yes,
There's
sir.
gonna be there's a revolution happening right now.
Oh, I know.
Like, dude, you're gonna have they're swinging crazy right. The
It's
country
crazy.
has swung crazy right, dude. They want to exterminate the cartels and become like a first world nation.
Yep. You want to know what's funny? Scheinbaum was basically trying to defend
the cartel because she's paid
That's
off.
crazy.
How the fuck did she, a Jew, a part of 0.02 of the
Lahaim.
population? How did she get into power? The cartels put her there.
Imperious. I do want to understand something. How did she get there? All four of her grandparents are like Lithuanian Jews, or all Eastern European Jews.
Yeah, exactly. All was through marriage.
You have
It was all
to
through marriage.
understand. You have to understand. We have to take over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, she's paid off, dude. Like, that's the thing. The people there, what's gonna happen, dude, is I suspect is the people are gonna topple the government, and Trump's gonna come in to secure and go after the cartels once that's happening, because that's gonna be designated an active military zone or an active war zone or an active civil unrest zone once the government's toppled. And he's going to use the excuse of, I'm going to go in there and save the Mexican people, to go in there and take the cartel out once and for all. He's going to take them out. And people don't understand. Like, hold on. People have not seen what the special forces have up their sleeve for these cartels, dude.
Oh, they're already there.
Like, people think, like, everyone, like, all these videos, I see people online going, yeah, the cartels are, you don't know what you're messing with. Dude, you have no fucking idea what the US tier one units have ready for these fucking people, dude.
Excuse me.
They have no
they're already there.
Yeah, they're already infiltrated. Yeah, they're already infiltrated, dude.
Yeah, they're already there, dude. They're already in the sea, bro. They waiting for the call. They're already there. It's for Venezuela and Mexico. They're already
Yeah.
there.
Why do you think Maduro is calling Trump desperately right now? It's all the news. But we
They're
want a
already
face to
there,
face,
man.
please, 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 because it's over in 12 hours. The Maduro government and that whole country is toppled in 12 hours, and there's a new government. That's all it'll take. 12, not even 12. I bet 4 hours. With that carrier strike group and that fucking dude, no country can withstand a carrier strike group, let alone a third world country that small. Dude, the moment they see F-18s flying over their capital, the military will put their weapons down and surrender. Like it's not even, dude. The moment Tomahawk cruise missiles start hitting that city and targeting military installations, and you see F-18s over the skies and B-52s dropping targeted munitions, it's over. They're going to just put their weapons down and take Maduro in and give him up to Trump themselves and say, please stop. Okay, we'll put whatever you want in. Take him. That's what he's scared of.
So I'm curious. So Sheinbaum will be out. The United States is basically, please correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but the United States looking to possibly invade Mexico?
No. They're not going to invade Mexico. They're just going to target it. They're going to target the cartels and the cartels' infrastructure and leadership, and then they're going to let the Mexican. But it'll be a joint. It'll be a joint targeted attack with in coalition with the Mexican armed forces. What the U.S. is going to do is use the intelligence, use their drone strikes, use their tier 1 operators, go in there, take out all their whole infrastructure, and then the Mexican military will go in there and wipe them up and sweep the rest up, because there'll be just like what happened with the Iranian government with Israel. Israel took out all the top leadership, all the command structure. It was so disorganized, everyone just got taken out. It was just done after that. When you take out the leadership structure and you take out the governance structure and the head and the people thinking and organizing everything, those dumb soldiers on the end, they don't know what the fuck. They're like, oh shit, we got to get the fuck out. They'll run away, go home, desert, whatever. Like that's, yeah, dude. It's not about, like, you're not going to see like Bradleys, like M1A2s going across the Mexican border. No. But you're going to see a lot of like air attacks. You're going to see freaking drone strikes. You're going to see a lot of like tier 1 operators getting in there. Yeah. Like, I'm sure, yeah, because, dude, if the Mexican government topples, the southern border will become militarized overnight. It has to be for national security reasons. Because
check the back chat. All right, beep this. Wow, this is very interesting.
Like, yeah, you don't know, like, dude, you're gonna have to militarize the border, because you don't know who's gonna try to get in and out of that border if the government topples.
Oh wow, I'm curious. Let me pull this up.
This is very interesting here.
Warning signs that suddenly appeared on the Mexican land, an area known as Playa Baghdad. We're told that the persons who allegedly placed the signs came from the U.S. side of the border and can be seen in these pictures. The signs say that this is a restricted area and property of the Department of Defense. It also says that unauthorized entry prohibited, and if you're found here, you may be detained and searched. But within hours, the Mexican Marines taking the signs down from the beach that is frequented by Mexican beachgoers and fishermen.
Se pusieron unos letreros de.
Those are signs.
The
That's what I'm
president
saying. And see, the military, the problem is the
later
military is
did
under
admit
her type of
hiring a
leadership. Like,
company
you
to
got to
put up
take
the
out the
signs,
leadership structure.
arguing that the river shifts and the treaty requires the boundary to be clearly redefined.
Yeah, if Trump tomorrow just says, I'm taking all that, what are you going to fucking do? They're going to do nothing. Like, that's the thing. Like, dude, like, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's all dude. Dude, if Trump tomorrow just says, okay, we're going to take the northern half of Mexico and there's nothing you can do about it, what do you think Mexico's do? You think they're going to fight us? What the fuck are you talking about? Like that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all bluff. It's all poker. Geopolitics is poker. Trump knows that, dude. If that government falls, which he thinks dude, he could topple it right now. He could have the CIA right now topple that government, okay, and then install whatever he thinks should be right, if he wanted to. He could do the same thing right now with Maduro. Why do you think Maduro? Look up. You have to find out the news story showing that Maduro wants a one-on-one or wants talks with the envoys, wants talks with the U.S. Please stop, please stop. Wasn't he on stage singing a song of peace and weakness? Like, he was sitting there singing a song of "Please give us peace, don't hurt us," like on his stage. Like, do you think that's showing strength? Or is that saying, please don't kill me?
Imperious, I have to ask you. I have to ask you.
What?
Tucker and Fuentes. Tucker and Nick Fuentes. What say you?
I'm so annoyed with him though too. I'm just annoyed with Fuentes. Like he's such a child. MAGA's dead. MAGA. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like
He's 27, Imperious.
that's what I'm saying. He's a kid. It's like he's like this impatient, petulant child.
Is that the Nick Fuentes you're talking about? The picture in the back.
Let me see. That's funny. Yeah, that's pretty funny. No, dude, I don't like him because dude, he doesn't have the mind of somebody who has like the long-term vision to understand what's going. He's impatient, he's petulant. If something like he's going, oh, I told Trump is all this and I'm this and that and this. So it's like, dude, no, he doesn't understand that the wheels and the mechanizations of government and power moves very slowly, but once it's moving, you can't stop it. Trump has to slowly get these wheels going after 20 years of Democrats moving it their way and doing it what they want. Like he has to do so fucking much. And like to expect, dude, you're seeing right now what he's fighting a judicial insurrection with these federal judges. I mean, like what can he do if every single federal judge is stopping every single thing he's doing? Like, what does Nick expect anyone can do? Like every single thing he does gets an injunction. Every single thing. Like it's like that's what I'm trying to say. The government, like this is what I tell him. I say the government structure of the United States has failed. The idea that there's a branch of a judicial branch that gave itself power, and and the two other branches just willingly acknowledge it. If I'm a president, I'm going, fuck your Marbury versus Madison. Was there an amendment passed that created judicial review? Or is this the court that just came out of nowhere and just said, okay, well now we just have this power to review all the other government, the two branches? What if the president tomorrow said, okay, I have the power to just execute congressmen when I feel like it? You just have to believe that now. I gave that my power. Like when people just,
you see my avatar? That's Nick Fuentes.
A little roachy. Yeah. No, and he's a little like, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want some fucking kid, some smart mouth little kid, like talking like he knows so much, dude. Like to me, I'm like he doesn't even have like the right views that you need. He says like, oh yeah, black people, they can do this and I'm saying, Nick, why don't you just come out and say, okay, you need to go into militarized black communities, okay, you need to occupy them like a war zone, and you impose martial law on them, and you direct and reprogram them for 50 years. Like, why don't you just say that, Nick? I said it. But do you see? So he's playing a game too. They're all playing games. This is why I said the same thing. This is why I was irritated at John and not John as much, but even the other Black Panther, because you get irritated at Johnson because I'm John. You're just spewing the same shit I've demonstrated for the last 2 years talking to Black Panther. Like why it's like John. Like I tell people, if you guys really want to know who they're afraid of, look who they won't talk to, who they refuse to talk. They'll talk to John. They find him entertaining, but when it's my name up there, oh shit! Because I hit them where it really hurts. Like John may say, oh, you niggas are this, you niggas are that, you fucking, I'll treat you like shit, I'll throw you on the street. They don't give a fuck. But if I make them realize, for example, that 30% of their DNA is unaccounted for, and that they're really not totally human, like you would define a human.
You really need to start that again, Imperious.
But what I'm saying is that hits somewhere deep. Look how you respond.
No, it does not hit anyone.
Oh, yeah, it does. Because it goes back to the tropes of eugenics. It goes back to the tropes of the dimples on the head.
You're using Imperious. Do you really want me to start with the fact that you are a hybrid of an extinct species?
But that's the thing. But that extinct species is more evolved than the species of the 30% of the DNA that you're unaccounted for.
No, you are not.
Yeah, it is. A Neanderthal is more evolved than an Australopithecus.
You are not. No,
yes, it is, ma'am. Yes, it is, ma'am.
Yet extinct. No, you are
But
not.
so are
Maury.
the Australopithecus. That's the
So
ghost
what's up?
DNA, the 30%.
So what? No, it is not. Imperious, you are a hybrid. Caucasian is
You see,
a
Latino, do you
hybrid.
see demonstrating
Yes,
it right here?
demonstrating what, Imperious? Imperious, you
That
know what?
when I bring the things up that really hurt, even Ponder,
What? It doesn't hurt anyone.
my lovely
Imperious, it
Ponder,
doesn't.
you would be a
I'm not
quiet,
sure how
lovely
many
Ponder if it didn't hurt.
Imperious. You spew this racial hatred. You want to bring race politics into the.
I'm not. No, I was demonstrating a point.
Calm down.
I was demonstrating a point, my love.
Imperious, calm down. You want to bring racial politics to something. Number one, it's not even been quantified. Number two, Imperious, why are you even bringing race politics at all? Fact, Neanderthal genome has been fully mapped. Homo sapien has been fully mapped. That is why we even know that Caucasian is up to what, 2 to 5% Neanderthal.
Ma'am, has the African genome been fully mapped?
That's Homo sapien.
No, ma'am, no, it's not.
No, yes, it is.
Ma'am, no, that's a hominid. You're using the overarching term of something way different.
Yes, it is. There is Neanderthal. Sub-Saharan Africa is not Neanderthal. Everybody else is not Sub-Saharan Africa.
That's my point. Yes, because the Neanderthals were the more closely related to the hominids that we are.
No, it's not.
Absolutely, and you guys were stuck in the Sub-Sahara with these monsters.
You are. I am not.
You were
everybody else in Sub-Saharan Africa. Keep laughing.
Latino, do you hear Ponder? She's all rich. She's fucking.
What are you talking about? Imperious, you spew this racial politics, this hatred, using science, eugenics, biology. Imperious, you make a great point.
Palomino gets it. Palomino's in the chat. I love you, Palomino.
And get what? No, you
because
are.
It was a test. It wasn't me. Dude, Ponder, listen.
You come from an extinct. That is Caucasian.
Yes, we all do. Yes, I understand that.
No, not me. You. Caucasian.
Wait. You're 30. Wait, hold on.
And no, wait a minute. You do know East Asians actually have more Neanderthal DNA. And then there's also the Denisovans as well.
But who's more evolved, the Neanderthals or the Australopithecus?
But no, you tell me who is more evolved.
The Neanderthals.
You know what?
That's why most other
really more evolved. Cystic fibrosis, that's evolution. Being colorblind, that's evolution. Being of lesser height.
Baby mamas is evolution, right?
What being a smaller, lesser height, that's evolution.
No, listen, Ponder. Listen what I'm saying. Listen, my love.
No, I'm not your love. You really want to move in that direction. You want to talk about who's more
See, Latino, I told you it would get them. See, this is why I get them. This is what I'm saying.
You're bringing science. You're bringing science. You're trying to apply science, biology, what ghost DNA. And where did you even get 30%? Where did you even get that from? It's not even quantified. You do this quite a bit, Imperious. Latino, we found this bone, this skull, somewhere in Greece, and somehow he's attributing that to modern day European. Like, Imperious, is there any study that genetically links this skull that was found in Greece to modern European right now? Of course, he didn't produce it. He does this all the time.
Man, that's a different subject. But I'm talking about just the ghost DNA. Read that study, man.
Imperious, if you want to bring up Black society, talk about Chicago, talk about Detroit. John decided to have a 5-hour live about Black women and herpes. Do all that you want to do. But if you want to speak about Homo sapien, that which you are not, you need to focus on yourself. You are Caucasian.
Okay, well, can I ask a question, hypothetical? Not to you. Hold on, my love. Let me ask him. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, my love. Hold on. What I'm saying is, like, do you think I can ask Pastor Manning this, and him and I can get into this more, and him and I can have a better discussion?
You know
on this?
what? Why not even? No, Imperious, because you need to actually come with.
I do. Pastor Manning will agree with the ghost DNA theory that I have.
It's not a theory. It is ghosting. That's not a theory.
No. But how the ghost DNA has created the Black society that we have today.
Right. The Max Planck, Ancient Iberia, Max Planck Institute. Right. In Germany, this right here, Max Planck. Look him up, Imperious. This is the guy. The studies that we have regards to Neanderthal comes directly from this institute in Germany.
Yeah, what are we talking about? Neanderthal? I have no problem with Neanderthal.
No, Imperious. You want to bring up ghost DNA? That's not even coming from That was like one
That's
Indian.
not
who
the
did it.
point. But okay, we're all mixed.
Wait,
Yeah, but
wait,
you
stay
guys are
focused.
mixed with lower evolved than the
Imperious,
Neanderthals. That's what I'm trying to say.
Stay focused, Imperious. Stay focused. Stay focused. Wait a minute. You said ghost DNA. Just because it's not known, I don't know where you're getting lower. I don't know where you're getting this from, Imperious. You like
Because,
to
ma'am,
jump
because they're from a species that existed prior to Neanderthals. That's my point. And so because
You
of
don't
that, they
even
were
know
a lesser
that.
evolved
Imperious,
species.
you don't even know that. No, you
Yes,
don't.
we do.
Imperious,
That's why it's
no, you
ghost
don't.
DNA, because
Why
we
don't
don't
you
have,
know? No, that's
ma'am,
not
we
why.
don't have that. We don't
That
have
is not why
we don't even
ghost
have the
DNA.
remains of
No,
them.
Imperious, why?
We don't
No.
even know who they are.
What do you mean? So because you don't have the remains, I'm going to go ahead and just
It
quote.
means we know they're very old. They're older than Neanderthals. They're older than
Africa is
Afropithecus.
old. Imperious, that's not, there's nothing that even substantiates that. Nothing at all. You're
Yeah,
just lying
ma'am,
now.
if you
No,
can't
it's
find the
not.
remains, if you can't
Really?
find...
Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to quote Dick Cheney. Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Just because you can't find it doesn't mean it does not exist.
No, I'm not saying...
No, nothing,
No,
Imperious.
if
We
you... No,
don't
hold
have
on.
your remains.
It
We don't have
does...
your remains. You don't
It
have the
does
remains.
if you could substantiate it.
No,
How are
Imperious,
you not fine? Hold, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you.
Nothing. No, don't ask me
My
any
love,
questions. Imperious, no, stop. Imperious, you cannot, there's nothing that you have found. You have one Indian. You have
Move
one
with kitty fuck. Hold on, please.
who went ahead and did a study specific to DNA in 300 West Africans. Oh, I'm noticing that there's some patterns that we don't have. They're not attributable. We don't have information for. There's that of all the fine archaeological evidence, it is not, cannot be matched to what we have found right now. That's all it said. That's it. It doesn't change that Africa is Homo sapien, which Africa is. Is that crack? Where?
He's in the chat.
Yeah, we did have the same argument. We absolutely did. And Pierce brings this stuff up all the time. He does to somehow that.
Because I know it sets you guys off because it's true. It hits deep.
No, it's not.
It hits deep.
You like in Pierce. You like to
like when I'm in Ponder deep.
What are you yelling for? Like Pierce, chill out. Like Pierce, stop. Chill out. Like stop.
Ponder, it hits deep, my love. You know it does.
What hits deep? What goes?
This subject. The subject.
What hits deep? What do you mean? What hits deep?
I hit deep. I hit deep.
No,
my
you
love.
You always hit. Everybody is already immune. Like what are you talking about? Everyone's already used to it. In Paris,
Ponder. See, this is why. Imagine Ponder gets this mad. Imagine how the other apes get.
I imagine
don't bring science into this. Don't bring. Which you don't even read. You don't even use primary resources. Don't even bring. You have one person study that is not even from the Max Planck Institute, which is the preeminent institute when it comes to this type of genetic, biological, archaeological evidence. Let the Germans handle this. Let them do it.
Like all I'm saying is, if you had this argument with Ponder over dinner date, man, she'd ride the shit out of you for like hours later just to make you tell her. Just if you said you're right, babe, I believe you now. Just so, you know what I mean? Like you could get Ponder real worked up with this on a date and real, dude. See, with women, there's a thin line between love and hate, and if you get them worked up like this,
that's Cro-Magnon. What they found, this 6-foot man in ice, that's the earliest Caucasian. I think that was found.
It's a hominid. It's an early hominid. But
no, they call it Cro-Magnon. It's like it's the earliest Caucasian. Like
you don't know what skin color they were.
Imperious, you just found this Imperious. First off, you do know that there are significant differences between you and I. Mine is gender. Like,
no, ma'am. No way.
Yes, there are. Imperious. First and foremost, melanin. I have dark skin. It's more than just aesthetic.
I'll turn you white. We could change that.
Oh my gosh, Imperious. Like oh my God, you can't even stay focused. Yeah, Lucy was Australopithecus. That's Lucy.
That's what you got. Where was Lucy found?
In Africa, of course.
Okay. So let me ask you a question.
Africa is old. It's the literal cradle birth.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Number one. Number two. Hold on.
In no reality, shape, nor form is any hominid that's going to rule this earth going to come from the ice and snow called Europe. Europe just left.
People came from the Tigris and Euphrates
10,000 years ago.
The people came from the Tigris and Euphrates.
Imperious. The last European ice age was 10,000 years ago. When you're talking Tigris and Euphrates, and Pierce, you studied this in school. That civilization, the past 5,000 years, civilization, yes, the Tigris and Euphrates, absolutely. Babylonia, Mesopotamia, the Sumerians, that is absolutely true. That's civilization. But when I'm talking about Homo sapien, human beings that live on Earth right now, humans, that is Africa, Imperius. There was migration.
Well,
People
what's the oldest? What's the oldest human community that we found? Gobekli Tepe, right?
Imperius, the oldest Imperius, the
Gobekli
oldest
Tepe,
humans,
right?
Imperius,
Gobekli
the
Tepe, right?
oldest Imperius, the oldest humans living right now are in Africa, Homo sapien. Even in South Africa, they have one group, a tribe. It's like 40, that literally is 40,000 years old.
What are you talking about? There's that in the Middle East and stuff in the Sinai
Imperius,
Peninsula
no,
too.
there's not. Imperius,
And
the
in
Middle
Asia too, and in Asia
Imperius,
especially.
Imperius, the Middle East is old, but it's not as old
The
as
Tigris and Euphrates where everyone came from, yes.
Period.
But hold on, where's Gobekli Tepe?
Black Africa, Homo sapien, is the oldest of man. Well, no, it's like 100,000 years in periods. People have been leaving Africa and coming in. Leaving Africa as the climate environment changes, people leave, people come in.
My love,
Africa was
where's
green at
Gobekli
one
Tepe?
time. In periods, Africa was green at one time, where much of the earth
It's still green. Yeah, it's still green.
There's all in periods. Yes, there's areas that are green.
No, that's why Africans never left. They had no need to. They had no need to migrate. They were it's
people migrate.
It's lush and easy there.
Naturally is going to occur.
No, not when there's a natural border like the Sahara.
No, what border?
Ponder. Are you telling me they crossed the Sahara Desert in their Zulu shirts?
They can. Yes, they can.
That clothing. You're telling me they crossed the Sahara Desert in that clothing?
Yes, they do.
Oh my God! Stop it, Ponder.
Why don't you do a little bit better reading? Yes, they do. There are groups, tribes right now who cross the Sahara. That is what they do. Africa is literally—
They're Arabs.
No, they're not.
They're Arabs, the ones that first crossed the Sahara.
No, they are not. Stop it, Imperius. You're so behind.
No, they're the Arabs. What are you talking about?
You don't even seem to get it. A Black African, the foot of a Black African literally is to run and be a long traveler. We don't even need as much water.
It's meant for short, long-term sprints.
No, I am dark-skinned to withstand Africa. We are built for long travel. Africa.
Not a desert. Being a black skin is not built for a desert. That would be the worst.
It is. Yes, it is. Imperius.
It retains heat. You guys get heat strokes.
Imperius. What heat stroke? Imperius, I'm Black. Heat stroke, please.
Black people get heat stroke instead of sunburn, correct?
Imperius,
Black people get heat stroke instead of sunburn.
I don't even get sick. What are you talking about, heat stroke?
Black people get heat stroke instead of sunburns, correct?
Imperius. No, I don't. No, we don't. No.
Not you, because you have me in you. But what I'm saying is that what I'm Ponder.
I can't with you. I can't even have. You can't.
Ponder. What I'm trying to say. Listen to yourself, though.
Serious. You cannot even be. Listen to yourself.
I am serious, but I'm saying, look it. I've changed your DNA because I have too much of me in you. But what I'm saying is like a natural average. Look. Hold on.
You cannot even be serious.
I am serious. Microchimerism. Look at chimerism.
About Imperius. Yes. At some point.
Latino, look at chimerism.
Me, who look like me, probably got with the Roman, you Roman Italian. And there's, Sicily, North Africa. Yeah, that makes total sense. I completely see that at some point. But Imperius, we're talking about deep sub-Saharan Africa. Come on. No.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why. Yes. Okay, Ponder. Let me put it together for you. Africa is such a lush, natural, sustaining place that Africans never needed to migrate. They never needed to deal with seasonal changes. That's why they don't have the innate ability to postpone immediate gratification for long-term gain. Because
that is a huge assumption. But go ahead.
It's not. That is the reason why white people had that, because they had to deal with migratory patterns of animals and weather and having to deal with
these premises. Like you jump. Like
these aren't premises. These are no. These are environmental factors.
Imperius.
No, these are environmental factors that why cultures and people are different. This is the shit that I tell John he's got to extrapolate from the things he's talking about. Yeah, you're talking about why black people are the way they are. Sure, now extrapolate why they are the way they are. Look at the DNA, look at the evolution, look at the culture. Black people never had to leave Africa because everything was there for them. They never had to develop new inventions. They never had to do because human beings, hold on, human beings only have
stop that.
Welcome to Candyland. Welcome to Candyland. You see these 3 dots behind the head of the scope.
No, and it's not that Black people aren't capable of that. Of course they are. But you have to have environmental factors that force people to use that they have. The whole part is Africa has always been so easy for the people.
Imperious, how do we have, so Imperious, you know for a fact we have 3 main races, like subspecies. We have 3 subspecies. We have Caucasian, we have Negroid, we have Mongoloid. How did that happen? And everyone can.
No, there's Asiatic too. There's Asiatic too.
No, and Asian, East Asian, Asian.
That's what I'm saying, Asiatic, yeah, Asiatic.
We all can interbreed, and we have created all these various.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
How does that happen, Imperious?
Because you have the same reproductive capability. That's because you're under the same overall phylum. Okay, but that doesn't, for example, a Doberman. Hold on, a Doberman can breed with a Chihuahua, right?
Imperious, they're not the same. Okay,
can a Doberman breed with? Can a Doberman breed with? Hold on, can a Doberman breed with a Chihuahua?
That would be the most horrible thing to ever happen.
But can they? Can a pit bull breed with a? Can a pit bull breed with a lab?
Yes.
Of course.
That would be terrible. Imperious, because
pit bulls and labs breed all the time. They're like mixed. Those are what most pit bulls are.
Imperious, a dog. These dogs are of the same, basically the same genus. They're the same genus.
A phylum. It's a phylum. They're under the same phylum.
Not even the phylum. Wait. So
no, because the genus is more specific than the phylum.
Genus is more specific than the phylum, but dogs. I believe dogs.
No, because there's so many subcat. No, dude. The phylums, there's phylums in dogs that are different.
There's kingdom. Whoa. There's kingdom, phylum. Whoa, no, they're not. Wait a minute.
It's kingdom, phyli, family, genus, species.
No, it's kingdom, phylum, class. No, Imperious. It's kingdom,
phylum, family, genus, species.
Imperious. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. That's what it is. Kingdom, phylum.
And I think they're the order. I think they're actually the order. I think the dogs are order.
That is the actual correct 7 classification.
No, I know what I'm saying is I think dogs are an order though. Is what I'm saying.
Being order, the same. Okay, they're the same order. Kingdom, phylum, class, order. No, I think they're the same. So they have different families. But
dude, it's been a long time since I've been in bio to know the differences between a kingdom of phylum, like what makes sense. I have to look.
No, I think you're right. I think they're the same order, and then they start differentiating once they hit class.
Yeah, because I think like cats are an order, like the large cats are an order.
Feline.
Yeah, something like that is an order.
Feline is an order.
And then like there's different type, like there's the felines with webbed paws, which is a different phylum. The cats.
No, not phylum. Phylum is too high level. It's not phylum. Phylum. Remember, I think mammal is like class. I think. And then even having
a mammal is a kingdom. No, a mammal is a kingdom.
Mammal is animal.
No.
Mammal is not. No, mammal actually would be phylum. I think no. Kingdom is animal. We are all of us animal.
No, because you have you have a kingdom is a mammal. You have mammals, you have birds, you have reptiles. No, you have mammals, birds, reptiles, bacteria, plants.
Bacteria is a different kingdom.
That's what I'm saying. They're kingdoms. A mammal is a kingdom. A fish is a kingdom.
Yes, we are. Imperious. Reptiles. Yes, we are. We don't even make our own food. We don't make our food
like we do on
reptiles, human beings, horses.
Yeah, but mammals are a kingdom.
No, they are not. Mammal is not kingdom. Animal kingdom. Yes, and Pierce.
I thought it's the ant.
No, Imperious. We are all of the animal kingdom. We do not make our own food. We are of the animal kingdom. What mammal, I believe, kingdom, phylum, class. I think it goes to mammal class or maybe phylum.
Okay. Actually, well, what would it be? Is it then? Then we're talking. Is it vertebrate, invertebrate, fish? Because avians got to be a kingdom, though, right?
No, avians are not a kingdom. They're animal kingdom. Imperious.
Really? So it's like bacteria. So it's like bacteria and. So it's like what about invertebrates? What about fungi? Are fungus a kingdom?
Fungi is separate kingdom. Fungi is not in the animal kingdom.
Okay, so it's like invertebrates versus vertebrates, right?
You were too busy beating up Vivek in 7th grade as opposed to paying attention in science class, because all of this was learned in science class. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family.
No, but I'm trying to. What are the kingdoms, though?
It's like bacteria, monoran, fungi, animal, and like something else. Because I remember there were 5.
Well, but there has to be plant, right?
Plant. Oh
Plants
yeah,
have to be a kingdom, right?
That's 5. That's number 5. Plant.
Okay, a plant. So a plant is a kingdom, right?
Right.
Like
Yes.
invertebrate, so because they're
Vertebrates, that goes into phylum, class,
they're
yeah.
eukaryotic organisms, right? Because they produce their own energy, right?
Right. Photosynthesis, correct. Yeah.
Okay. So they're eukaryotic, right? Because they have photosynthesis. They create their own. That's why they're a different kingdom.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
And so bacteria are a different kingdom because they're single cell organisms.
Right. And then
or they're they're cellular
there's
organisms.
monorans. Then there's monorans, if I've said that correctly, and then there's fungus or fungi. But they wanted to group fungi with something else, but fungi is on its own.
What would the negroids be in?
I'm done with you. Imperious. Okay. Oh my God. Imperious. Like for 1 minute, can you just be serious? Like, what the hell? Stop. Imperious. Come on. Yes, the genus is Homo. Yeah.
Turn off the lights.
Imperious, come on.
Light a candle.
I want to put me. You know what? I'm going to play that song by Lionel Richie tonight when Ponder comes over. You know what was that song? All night long, all night. Like, come on, Ponder. Me and Ponder. That's what Ponder and I are going to get down to.
We're not going to sing the Commodores and Lionel Richie.
Turn off the lights.
Everyone you meet is jamming in the street all night long. All night.
No, what is that? Latino, when you played that Christopher Cross song, oh my God, that brought back some memories. That brought back some great memories.
Why? I want Ponder to bring us to sing some Sade, like on Latinos on his karaoke.
Making music. I can't be singing Sade too. That's baby music.
You have that low voice that's like this, though, you know.
Singing Sade too. That's baby making music. No,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm. Yeah, exactly.
I cannot.
Ponder is singing AI music. That's what I'm saying. We got to have like Ponder.
Smooth operator.
Smooth operator. He's a smooth operator.
The kingdom, not the kingdom. Yeah, yacht rock. Yeah, we do like that. Christopher Cross's yacht rock. Yeah. Okay, we actually do need to. Okay, I do need to. We need to test for 2 o'clock. We have 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and drop. Thank you, everyone. I will start a new live. So John, I believe, is going to do OBS, and then I will start.
I'm assuming his first hour is going to be just an interview straight with him, right? With him and Pastor Manny,
yes.
Probably, and then he'll have like an hour call in or something.
Imperious, for the love of God, please be on your best behavior, please.
No, I'll be good. I just want to ask those 2 questions. I want to ask the question of 1, does he believe? The first question would be, does he believe? Does he know about the whole the ghost DNA theory? And would he agree that my extrapolation is that because they genetically intermixed with a lower or less evolved hominid,
that is not even proven. Oh my, no,
but it's my theory. I claimed a theory. I said a theory. I want to ask him. Let me have freedom of speech, Ponder.
Imperious, no. The other first question you had, that's a great question. The ghost DNA.
See, look at John. John, do you hear this? She's not letting me speak, John.
Imperious, no, not the ghost DNA. Oh, he probably not even.
Well, I want to know if he'll take that on and start preaching that from the pulpit.
No,
I think he'll take that.
So I want to know what he meant by semen in the Starbucks.
Oh, that's a good one. Well, you know what happens if dude with so I've heard this. Black guys will nut in like hot white girl food and stuff like that if they work at like takeouts and stuff. And I've heard that is something I've heard that they try to like. It is a kind of a sick situation. Yeah. No, I'm not saying that if Jessica Alba didn't walk in that I wouldn't, try to do something. But I'm saying
if Gavin Newsom came up, I would spit in.
Well, I mean, look, if Gavin Newsom can get away with banging his best friend's wife, why can't I have some fun? You know what I mean?
Are you serious?
You didn't know that? Yeah, dude, his campaign manager when he was the mayor of San Francisco, he banged his best friend's wife. Yeah,
I thought that was just a rumor. I don't.
No. He came out and apologized on TV about it. Oh yeah.
I'm a scumbag, and I know I slept with my best friend's wife. But you could be assured California's going to be a better state.
Yeah, he's the biggest piece of shit. That's why, dude, if he runs for president, all you got to do is nail him on that. And most of the country will not vote for him if he did that. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Just nail him and be like, dude, how trustworthy are you if you can't, your best friends can't trust you? You can't trust you.
No, Gavin.
If you're going to tell us to trust you with the nation? You know, that's a big question, right? Like, that is one of those questions on the debate stage that J.D. Vance would ask as an orator. He would be like, you know, Martha, you know, we have my opponent here, Gavin Newsom, keeps speaking about trusting him with the future of America, trusting him with the youth, trusting him with democracy, that he'll save it. How would you, or how, I would like to ask the American people watching, how would you trust this person that has run the most wealthy state in the country, that has the most homelessness, that has lied constantly, his own campaign that has just been caught their phones are tapped and they've been caught in criminal activity that's under investigation right now. His best friend when he started in politics couldn't trust him because he slept with his best friend's wife. American people, I'm asking you, how can you trust this man right here before you? That's how you would crush him on the debate stage.
Imperious running for governor. Imperious running for governor. Okay, everyone.
If you run for governor, bro, let me be head of security, bro. You won't get Charlie Kirk. I can promise you.
No, I'm just saying, but that's how you would ruin him on stage.
Give me some big black dudes. Every time you speak, they'll be like all surrounded by you, so they'll take.
That's the whole thing. Brian Nichols is right. For a lot of women and for a lot of, that's the whole thing. He looks like how a politician would look. He looks like a degenerate. What was that guy's name in American Psycho? What was that character's name?
Are you for Bateman?
Bateman. Yeah, he's like he's the California Patrick Bateman. He looks just like him. He acts like him. He's fake like him. His smile is just as fake like that. When he laughs, when he talks, he's Patrick Bateman. He's the California Patrick Bateman, dude. That's what I would call him on stage too. If I was Trump, see, that's the thing. If Vance runs against him, dude, you know Trump is going to tell him to name him Captain Hairgel or name him Patrick Bateman or Gavin Bateman. That would be a great one. That would be catchy, and that would go all over the media, social media, all over. Gavin Bateman.
I mean, what's going around? It's they saying that he looks like what was the blonde one from Beavis and Butthead? What was his name? Butthead, right?
Beavis was the blonde one.
Yeah. That's who they say he looked like. He looked like Beavis.
I am Cornholio, and he tippy for my bunghole.
Okay, everybody. We have
all right, I'm gonna get off in, because I want to watch the interview. I'll hop off with those questions when he ends.
Great. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks,
Thank you for in the chat. Bye, everybody. I'll go ahead and wrap up. Thank you. See you, everyone. 3 p.m. Eastern. The Pastor Manning interview. See you then.
This nigga has the motherfucker, by the way. Let me go fast forward. I am the nigga, John Galt. This high ass nigga.
They don't dance no more. It's all about the lead. Back in the day, crack was jumping on the scene. Now they slumped on the sidewalk. Can't talk. Golden era faded, but we still feel the rock. They used to be kings, now they lost in the scheme. Popping them bottles, throwing money, living dreams. Now they zoned out and mumbling, fumbling. No rhythm in the city, the whole shit crumbling. They used to rock the house, they was riding through the streets. Remember there was dancing, sliding to the beat. Now it's poison in their veins, ain't no pulse on the street. Guess it's over now, they accepted defeat. Back in the day, the rock had a wild and free. Different story now, they got no energy. The new drugs got them slow with the head unload. Eyes closed and they don't dance no more. Block used to be jumping, top shit they was on. Now it's lights out, just the thrill is gone.
I am the nigga, John Galt. I bring it to you rough, rugged, and raw, nigga.
They don't dance no more, it's all about the codeine. Back in the day, they was rocking on the scene. Even dancing in the rain. Now they nodding off. Shit just don't hit the same.
I am that nigga, John Galt.